I guess, do the Leafs open tonight? Let's ask Neil. Neil, do the Leafs? No? They never open?
They're not playing this year. They're laying out.
Laying out after all their playoff
Saturday,
success.
Montreal Canadiens will be here at the ACC, eh?
Hey, are they playing? What, did they open on the road?
Let me say it again. They'll be here at the ACC. So, yeah, I guess the Leafs will be opening on the road since Canadiens will be here in Toronto.
So
right?
who do they actually play their first game against?
You notice how he's lost it. And by the good news, though, you'll be very pleased to hear.
What?
I'm starting a recall campaign since Arnold inspired me with a big recall in California.
Yeah, recall Moe.
We're recalling Moe Howard.
I love it.
Yeah. I told George to make up 100 little slips of paper and pass them out around a building, and then at the end of the show we'll count them all up and see if there are any no votes. I don't think so. I think it'll be unanimous.
Can I vote twice?
I'm going to vote 100 times. What a miserable son of a bitch. By the way, I don't want to say I told you so, because I told you so what a front-running phony sports town it was, and you finally admitted I was right. All of these things. What did I tell you about him? Your good, close golfing buddy, your buddy from New York. I told you it wouldn't be long. He'd stab your ass in the back. And when you're on the frying pan now, he's putting goddamn butter and olive oil in it.
Oh, yeah, he loves talking bad about me on the air, but it's too easy for me to talk bad about him. Too easy. It's hard for him to do it.
What a turd burger.
He's barking up the wrong tree because everybody loves the show. And he can talk bad about me all day and people just think he's a dick.
But it just goes to show you, you're the only person. You're the only one who even made an effort, made an attempt after he showed his true colors to be a little bit supportive of this son of a bitch, and he turns around and stabs you right in the back.
Right.
Sticks his foot right up your crack.
Absolutely.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. You can't say crack.
I can't say
You can
anything.
smoke it, but you can't say it. No, but it's my show now. You can say whatever you want.
I'm scared to death to even say it on your show because it's your station. I just, I mail it in.
He's talking to the National Guard in New Hampshire, and he said duty. So if the president can say duty, I think you can say it.
I just am so scared doing it. I'm scared of Greg Reed.
Just say do your duty. That's all.
Listen.
I got a better idea. Say howdy duty.
I'm scared to death of Greg Reed.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
I'm scared to death of Greg Reed.
Yeah, a shadow of a human being.
I used to like him.
Let's do a package deal. Let's recall Moe and Greg. That sounds good to me.
I used to like him until I found out how soft he was.
Oh, you just inspired me. I've got to put Greg Reed on that list. For the first poll, George, we've got to put Greg Reed on there. You want to know what my first poll is today?
Yeah.
Who's the real Schmidt-head at QAM?
Oh, well, I don't know. Probably me because I'm a smartass, right?
Well, I don't think you're on there, but you won't get too many votes. We know who it is. Don't we know?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know the Beast is
going to vote several times Scott, get Scott to play. He's got all kinds of great Mo. Just fire off a few of them. Let's listen.
This baloney about, Neil's my main man and now we're buddies. You know something, Mo? You can stuff that damn weasel right up your old craggy ass if you have room in between the dingleberries and just blow it out.
I like when he shows up some days and the thing's crooked.
Yeah.
It's so
his
funny.
dingleberry or his weasel?
Either or.
What a piece of crap. What a piece of duty, man. We hate you, Mo, like poison.
Giving away presents to the station.
He's giving away stuff to the enemy now. He's sleeping with the enemy, and I do probably mean literally.
He loves it, man. He loves it. He gets off on that.
Mm-hmm.
He should watch his back in that booth, man.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I heard they're going to
let that guy.
My psychic powers are very strong. The whole audience knows that. I'm going to start every day putting a hex. I'm going to get a Moe Howard David voodoo doll, and I'm going to start sticking pins in it. There's some horrible. You think that poor that tiger had a problem? You just wait. I'm going to conjure up some evil spell, and his demise is going to be one of the ugliest, nastiest things that's ever happened in the history of mankind.
I think that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
And I think Greg Reed should invite the guy that's trying to bring the station down to its knees, invite him to do the play-by-play with Howard on Sunday at the Jags game, because we give him tickets,
by the
balls.
Way, he's the guy that did the nationwide search and brought in the lowly Moe Howard David, who's been canned out every place he's ever been in the universe because everybody hates him like poison, and he can't get along with anybody.
Well, he's a leader of men, you can tell, so he knows how to find talent. That's easy for Greg.
Yeah.
He's a leader.
Let me say it again. When Greg Reed held a
meeting
in that radio station about sexual harassment in the workplace, that would be like Arnold Schwarzenegger having a seminar about anti-Semitism.
He said to me one day, because I meet with him every day, he said to me, you guys make fun of me and I can take it. You can dish out all you can dish out because I can take it. And I know he can't take me. He can't take me. If I did this for 5 days, he'd start wearing a dress.
Good. Well, start doing it.
That's all I have to say. Have a nice day. You know what? I hope they have ant problems in here. They should check out the asbestos they got falling on my head. I'm going to sue them.
All right.
Howard David's a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Man, am I foaming at the mouth today or what? Huh? I'm just pissed off and fired up. I already have the Vatican story, but I just thanks for faxing it. Whoever sent it down, I got it. I'll just read the first paragraph now and save the rest for later. Catholic Church is telling people in countries stricken by AIDS not to use condoms because they have tiny holes in them through which the HIV virus can pass, potentially exposing thousands of people to risk. How do you like that, huh? Oh. What a piece of turd. That would be a good poll question. Who should croak first, the Pope or Moe Howard David? Although there's no contest. No contest, because the Pope, he's just a pawn of a corrupt organization. But Moe, he's evil. He is the epitome of evil. He's evil incarnate. Now, what the hell is Ocean Reef? Hello?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
How did Howard backstab Ferrall?
I beg your pardon? How did he do it? He opened up his mouth and said the usual crap that he says. That's the answer, schmuck. How did... That's probably Howard's boyfriend on there. Sounds a little tongue-tied. Or maybe he's just like tied up in a corner, waiting for Moe to get home. Oh, he's already home. He's up there in Boca listening right now. Hey, listen, I detest you, you grizzled old fart, you coot, you piece of crap, man. And I've been telling the audience this, that it's not shtick, that it's the truth. And he comes on here, oh no, Neil's my main man, my best friend. You should only die a wicked death with your lemon green pants on, okay? And I hope your muskrat leaves home. That's right. What we're going to do, just like when Mussolini, when they finally caught up to his ass, we're going to hang him right outside in front of the building from the flagpole, upside down with his muskrat hanging loose. And his bag in one hand and his muskrat in the other one. And let people throw rotten tomatoes and eggs at his grizzled old ass. You coot, you backstabbing fool. I told you it was just a matter of time, didn't I tell Ferrall that?
Sure. Yep.
I know people have to learn their own lessons. But I told him that months and months ago. I said, hey, you just wait. You think he's your buddy and you were friends in New York? He'll stab you in the back when you're down, when you need a friend, when everybody else comes to your aid. Because everybody on this radio station with a brain, everybody, whether they, and I don't know how you could dislike Ferrall personally, because he's a panic. He's a hoot. He's a fun guy. But even if you didn't like him, the fact of the matter is he's the savior of this radio station. When he came along, he came at a time when Moe was killing us, when we were taking a pummeling. And along came Ferrall, and he was like the great white hope, man. The great lily-white psychotic hope. And now that the local community decency standard bearer has decided to make him his next target, Wacky Jackie, has decided to make Ferrall's next target, who is the one person on a radio station that not only doesn't come to his defense, but also piles on. Well, that shock talk is all over, and he's finished in this market, and blah, 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 and just, ripping him an ass, showing his true colors. Black and blue. And brown. Believe you me, he's got the biggest ugly brown eye I've ever seen in my... In fact, from toe to the weasel, it's just one gigantic big brown eye. That's Moe. Man, oh man, does he make me sick to my stomach or what? And of course, we could take the survey, but what's the point? Because we know everybody in the building is unanimous, including George and the Beast and everybody else he's tried to get canned out of there. Carolyn, you name it. Nobody was good enough for him in that show. And probably the only reason he's hanging on to Geldy on there is because there's nobody else in the building stupid or desperate enough to be on that show with him because they know it's just a matter of time. You catch my drift? Do I sound a little bit worked up today?
Yeah,
good. Excellent. Like I said, good. Because I'm doing my duty. You know what I mean, Mo? I'm doing my duty, like the president said. My best. Anyway, before we I got the results, Eric, from yesterday's poll. I made a copy already, so you can go ahead and put the first one on there. Because I think it's time to find the chigger in the woodpile, is what it is. And I'd like to have an opportunity to cast my vote many, many, many times on this poll. This is our preliminary poll. Later on, we got another one like usual. I always say I'm a two-poll man myself. Who's the real Schmidthead at WQAM? That's our question today. That's poll number 1. Who's the real Schmidthead at WQAM? Too bad we don't have Todd Schmidt working on the station. Now, he could be a Schmidthead. And like I said, it's a good thing we don't have him. Here's the list. Moe Howard David. Greg Reed, you'll have to write that in there because I forgot about him till Ferrall reminded me he wears a dress. Scott Ferrall. Steve Geldy Goldstein. Neil Rogers, George Rodriguez, Jim Mandich, Hank Goldberg, Ed Kaplan, Joe Zagacki, the big... Oh! And don't know, I only listen to Neil. Those are your choices as we have our search for the real Schmidthead at WQM, the chigger in the woodpile. The problem child. That's what we're looking for. Is there any doubt?
Yes.
Is there? Well, that's why we're taking a poll. See, I could have said no, but otherwise then it would delegitimize our poll. I will build myself a little, I'll get the materials today, some paper mache and some pins.
Yeah.
And like a little tiny miniature weasel wig.
Voodoo doll.
I'm going to make my Moe Howard David at voodoo doll. I'm going to start sticking it. Starting in the...
Rectum.
Right. I'm putting an evil hex, you'll see. And, of course, every time he has, like, wild, bloody diarrhea or he trips and falls and his piece comes flying up, he'll be thinking about me. And you know what? You'll be right, because I'm going to put a hex on you. There's nothing you can do about it. There are no laws against putting an evil hex, an evil curse or spell on somebody else. And I'm putting a spell. Who was that? Was that Jay Hawkins? Screaming Jay Hawkins that put a spell on you?
Sure.
I think so. Well, I wish I had that record. Maybe Boca Brian knows where to get it.
Like off the internet.
Something like that. Oh, would that be great? I'm putting an evil spell on Moe and wait until it starts crawling up your ugly old grizzled ass.
Absolutely.
Wow, are you going to feel the effects of that? Although you know what they say, where there's no sense, there's no feeling. 1013 at 560 WQM. Attention all you mortgage shoppers out there. The following message could save you a lot of cash, tens of thousands of dollars. Interest rates for home loans are shooting up dramatically, but there's still an interest rate available at just 1.95%. From our friends at Financial Group, no less. So call and find out about it. Call 1-800-940-LEND. The economy is changing, so if you're even thinking about refinancing your home, or if you want to move up to a really better real estate investment, you ought to check this out. Because with 1.95%, you get low, affordable monthly payments like when you have a $100,000 loan, you pay only $368 a month. A $200,000 loan, your payments are only $736 a month. You can't beat it with a stick. So call Financial Group right now. Hurry, because interest rates are climbing. You can still get that amazing, unbelievable low 1.95% interest rate. Call Financial Group today at 1-800-940-LEND and get all the info you'll be looking for. Call 1-800-940-LEND. They're an equal housing lender. Credit restrictions apply. Rates subject to change monthly. 5.19 APR.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Doi, 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 doi. Doi, 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 doi.
All the crap you can unwrap.
Absolutely. I am Moe Howard David, decrepit and I'm ancient. All over my old face are blue and reddish purple veins. I don't know why they hate me, or why they always rate me. It must be 'cause I got these blue and reddish purple veins.
A vein pop on my arm like a Rannick Nally Mapalakawat. I got veins on my nose and nobody knows that under my clothes I wear pantyhose. But that don't mean that I'm gay. If you think my arms are bad, you ought to see my legs. I might as well keep them smooth and shaved to show a little class the next time I'm raping him. I could go to a surgeon, but that gives me the shivers. I would not want to walk out looking like Joan Rivers. Where am I here? I fired the beast, the fat little freak. I did him a favor. Now he can't afford to eat. The reason I dismissed that stinking fat bastard is because he wouldn't shut up, and he can't play canasta. Hey, somebody talking over there. Nobody talks when I rap. I rap, then you talk. Hey, look at me. I'm hip, hip. I ain't no square. I'm a ding-dong daddy, man. I'm really dead. I fire anyone I want. I don't care. Especially if they make me flip my wig made of smelly green hair. I got fired myself. It even happens to the greats. Westwood once said, you get out of here or else we break your legs. So now I sit by the pool. Life's as good as it gets. With my paladin cocktail, placing bets on the Jets. In paradise. Paradise. I don't kiss nobody's ass in paradise. I'll be shoving down the Scoogans when I get the chance. But the cleaners aren't ready with my lime green pants. How long does it take? Guilty call a complaint. It was just a little thought, so what I left this stain. You think that's funny? Want a knuckle sandwich, buddy? I can do what I want, because the management loves me.
Can I tell you something, Mo? Something you ought to know. For the longest time, I wanted you to be my hoe.
You ain't my type, pal. Now am straight. Hell no. What are you doing?
I don't take no for an answer.
Get out of here. Not you. Get out of there.
Get up, bitch.
Hey, Mo, as they say in Ethiopia, Dai Dayenu, 1018 at 560 WQAM. Here's a call from West Palm Beach. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay.
This is Frank, West Palm.
Hi, Frank.
You know, I'm black, and I love when you say Schwarzer or Hurricane.
Yeah.
And it doesn't offend me. And I think it's funny because I grew up in New York, right?
Well, there you go. Everybody in New York is Jewish, even if they're
right.
not.
We had a black neighborhood, we had a Jew neighborhood.
Even the Ricans are Jewish in New York.
And we had Germans there, and I grew up with the kid, a German kid. His mother called me Schwartz, and his mother was actually grew up as a Nazi youth back in Germany. And so, I mean,
kind of like Arnold's daddy.
So those words never bother me. I think it's really funny. You know, a lot of people take it like it's supposed to be something really big. You know, hey, they're finally going to fax you the thing about the Pope that I've been faxing for 3 days when I called in.
What thing is that? Oh yeah, you keep threatening to fax it, but you never do.
No, I did fax it. I
faxed it to you.
Oh,
but you got to get it up there wherever you are. You know,
I'm getting it up here as a matter of fact a lot.
And the other one about Kathy O'Brien. A lady who was in the mind control program or something for the CIA, and she screwed Cheney and a bunch of others. So I sent you just 3 little tidbit pages of that.
Okay, well I'll check out for your tidbits.
Okay, man.
Thanks a lot, Pally.
Right.
Okay, there's my Schwarzer friend. What was he talking about? Okay, here's the preliminary result. The poll is up now. Who's the real Schmidthead at QAM? And I'm looking at these preliminary results. I think it's okay. I think we've been given a green light to go ahead with the recall campaign on Mo. And get his surly, obnoxious ass off the air, out of the building, so that we can all, breathe the fresh air. We can, have oxygen. We can live. We can actually smile again. 48 votes. Who's the real Schmidthead at QAM? Moe Howard David at 19. Is there any doubt?
Absolutely
not. I don't know. I only listen to Neil 12. Greg Reed 4. George has got 3. They think you're a little Schmidthead. Geldy's got 2. I got 2. Hank Goldberg's got a pair. By the way, Hank called in. Thanks for the tip, Hank, but I hadn't even heard that story. Somebody made up a bogus story about Wayne was in Chicago, Wayne Hypinga, rooting for the Cubs. Come to find out he wasn't even in Chicago. So as much as we despise and hate him like poison, the fact of the matter is, hate him for the real reasons, because he's a prick, not because he was rooting for the Cubs. Anyway, Humper's got a pair. Only 1 vote for the Mad Dog, 1 for Joe Zagacki, 1 for the Big... Oh! 1 for Scott Ferrall, and none for Eddie K. out of the first 48 votes. Who's the real Schmidthead at QAM? Because there's no question about it, especially this week, we're discovering, no question, there's a chigger in a woodpile. And we're going to get to the bottom of it, and we're going to find out who's the mole, who's in the hole.
Who has a mole?
Who's got a jelly roll, all of these things. That's why we take these poll. Anyway, speaking of polls, here's yesterday's. Well, this will take me too long to read all of these. And it's interesting. Well, the reason that there's some of these that didn't get any votes is because a lot of them were on that long list from the internet that the guy sent. But it was good that he sent it. 872 vote. What was the most horrifying death scene ever in a movie? American History X, the curb-stomping murder, 119. You've piqued my curiosity, so I'm going to go out and get it.
It was, something.
See, I don't mind violence. I just don't like too much duty, you know? That's that,
well, no
duty spotting or whatever that thing was.
X.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to watch that. Anyway, American History X, 119. Chainsaw scene in Scarface, 112. And after that, those were the two contenders. It was a good battle. The alien eruption in Alien, 62. The baseball batted and buried alive in Casino, 61. The shower scene in Psycho, 48, which in its time was very scary with Janet Leigh. See, I remember today. Pinky Lee and Janet Leigh and Jackie Lee. Saving Private Ryan, the Nazi knife killing, 38. Fargo, the wood chipper, 37. Was the wood chipper?
Oh, yeah. And Pepper.
I bet you Chipper Jones ain't too chipper right now. Jaws, bitten in half. Dude bitten in half, 30. Hannibal, disemboweled and hung, 27. Not necessarily in that order. Melting Nazis and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh!
Tied with Rectum murder and Irreversible.
Rectum.
Each had 24. Fed to death in 723. Also 23 for the accidental face shot in Pulp Fiction, 23. Russian roulette in The Deer Hunter, 21. Hellraiser, skin ripped apart by fishhooks, 20. The Godfather, the toll booth shooting, Santino, they shot Sonny on a causeway, made him a piece of Swiss cheese. He had 20 vote. Father Karras dies in The Exorcist. He had like a little fall down those stairs, 17, after he took it into him. Of course, for a priest to take it into him, I guess ain't all that unusual. Speaking of priest, the impaled priest in The Omen had 16. The Hitcher, Jennifer Jason Leigh, pulled apart, 16. You're right, I do have to see that again because I forgot.
He tried to rescue her, but
too late.
Make it. Yeah.
I don't remember that. And you're right, because the thing the two scenes that stick in my mind, more than anything else, was the
finger food.
The finger food in the restaurant where he had the finger in the fries, and then of course at the end when they've got the Rutger Hauer. I didn't see Rutger Hauer last night. You read on Smallville.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, did Tom Welling look good now or what? And of course, poor Lana, she's saying, "Oh, you hurt me, Clark, you hurt me." Well, first of all, he's 6'4". He's got size 14 shoes. Okay, so it figures now that the two of them are getting pretty close. I was going to say tight, but I guess that wouldn't have been the right word. Then maybe he did hurt her somewhere along the line. Anyway, the scene in The Hitcher where C. Thomas Howell spits in Rutger Hauer's face, and Rutger Hauer sits there and with his finger he moves it around on his cheek and on his chin. The spittle, you know? Yeah. And they're looking at each other but anyway.
Yeah.
Where did I leave off? Drawn and Quartered in Braveheart, 14. Oh, I hope that was Mel Gibson that was drawn and quartered.
Yes.
Good. Stomped, I see it says stamped. Stomped, kicked, last, stabbed, and shot in Goodfellas, 13. The lasers in the Resident Evil, 13. Decapitated by glass up your, The Omen, 12. Lust Death in 7 had 10 votes. Hacked to death by machete. Apocalypse Now had 9. Flesh-eating scarabs. How about them flesh-eating Arabs? In The Mummy, that had 8. And then 7 votes apiece. I'll just give the ones with 7, and after that, skull-crushing in Platoon, stabbed in the shower, Psycho. Well, that's the shower scene. What do you mean, stabbed in the shower? Well, what does that mean? That's the shower scene.
Yeah.
So that had 55 votes instead of 48, because there's 7 more in another listing. Drew Barrymore murder, 7 in Scream. Shot by Columbia in Scarface, 7. And The Devil's Advocate, Keanu Reeves' wife, had 7. And the others had just a little tiny spot here and there. Oh, speaking of a tiny spot, the wife of Maryland Governor Robert Ehrlich made an inadvertent figure of speech when she said she would shoot pop singer Britney Spears if she had the chance, the First Lady spokeswoman said yesterday. While speaking at a domestic violence conference at Hood College in the Hood in Frederick, Maryland, Kendall Ehrlich said it's important for women to get as much education as possible to avoid being dependent on anybody else.
Scott Niedermeyer, coast to coast.
Her spokeswoman, Megan Sawinski, said Ehrlich is a working mother raising a young son. She made an inadvertent comment while expressing her concerns about the influence of pop culture on children. Just a slip of the tongue like a slip of the finger on the trigger. Right. Jive Records, the New York-based label that represents Spears, said in an emailed statement that Ehrlich had shot her own self in the foot by promoting violence. How do you like that?
Yeah.
What do we do with stupid, irresponsible bitches like that who open up a mouth and say idiotic statements?
Shoot them in the leg.
Sounds like a winner.
My and local. This is Sports Radio 560. WQAM.
Hey, Ferrall.
What?
By the way, son, I've been giving it some thought, see? Well, what do you think of this? I knows that me and you can do much better going 6 to 10 and not at 5. A Gentile and a cranky Jew. I think we might be happy together.
I think you really gone out of your mind. You gotta have your wee-wee bag strapped on too tight. No chance I'll do a show with you. I'd rather die. We'd be crappy together.
Why, I'll have you know that I'm a big Mafi Jew from Brooklyn Heights. I've been rated by everybody but you. You're not my type.
Me and Moe, that would blow. No way that if we had a fight that you'd survive. Who'd wanna hear a genitile and pushy type? That's crappy together.
Joy, 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 So would you and me, for me, is much better 6 to 10, not 5. It's only right that I should get more sleep at night. I think we might be happy together. Happy together.
Would you see me better?
Absolutely.
10:33 at 560 WQAM. Today is the day we draw the line in the sand for the last time. Mo, you're on one side of it, and the whole world is on the other side of it. Must be lonely on the other side, although he's always got his weasel to keep him warm, you know?
An assortment.
113 votes on the poll so far. Who's the real Schmidt-head at WQAM? Moe Howard David at 38. Way up there on top. I don't know. I only listen to Neil 27. Greg Reed, though, has got 17, a respectable third place. Jorge Rodriguez, 8. The Humpers got 6. Ferrall and I each have 4. The Big has got 3. Steve Geldstein's got 3. Mad Dog's got a pair. Joe Zagacki 1, and none for Eddie K. Nobody. I didn't even bother putting Joe and Mark on there because, why bother? Right?
Right.
They're on in the wee hours of the morning. In addition to which, Clarence didn't even put their show on the schedule today, so I guess that goes to show where they're on the peckering order at QAM. So why would we put them on there? I really think it's a good idea. We could probably, sell out the either the Orange Bowl or the PP Stadium after the World Series. After Mo dies of this horrible death, whatever the hell it's going to be, after some wild reptile crawls up his grizzled old
rectum
and eats him from the innards, to make that pale into insignificance. And then we'll just get the body and we'll hang it right from a gigantic flagpole at midfield at PP Park. What are you laughing about? I think, or maybe from the mound, or maybe from home plate. And we can let everybody pelted with rotten tomatoes and eggs and crap and things.
I prefer lawn darts.
Here's a fax that just came in. Dear God, now see, even Scott Jr. despises him, hates this man like poison.
Absolutely.
You've only been there, about a month now?
Yeah, it doesn't take too long to get jaded around here.
Oh, only about a month, and he's learned to despise this man like poison and wish nothing but evil on him. Seriously, I'm not exaggerating. This is the most evil doer I've ever encountered. There's just no meeting of the minds. There's no way. There's no accommodation, because sooner or later, and usually sooner, he just pops. He just loses it, and he turns on everybody. No wonder everybody he's ever worked with, everybody who knows him, despises and reviles and hates him like poison. Like arsenic on 2 legs. Not Schmidt on 2 legs. That's another story. There's a lot of people in that category. Right, Greg? But arsenic on 2 legs. Hey, we have a van hit today. The lovely Miguel will be out there noon to 2 today. This is sponsored by George's best personal friends, the Real Yellow Pages from Belt South. Why is it sponsored by anybody? It's a van hit.
I don't know.
I mean, it's already at a commercial location. It's at Power Sports, noon to 2 at 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. What the hell's that all about, Gary Sarner?
I'd like to know what we're getting from our good friends at.
Yeah. Get your Best of Neil merchandise, the Best of Neil CD, the one where I'm farting on Moe's grave and his face, which has got more meaning now than ever. And, of course, also the Best of Moe keychains, which is saying a lot.
This is better than sex.
Maybe that's the reason we're having such a tough time raising money this year, because nobody wants
Take off those checkered pants.
the Moe keychains. You better get them, though. It might be a collector's item if things happen the way that I'm going to pray that they are. And we're trying to raise money for Abandoned Pet Rescue, which as of yesterday we had $30,025. Also, and he never has clarified this because it says a pair of tickets. So I don't know if that means that you can win a pair of tickets or if we got several pair or just one pair to Oktoberfest this weekend at the Troyman American Club in Hollywood.
I'm sure we have more than a pair.
Well, then why does it say a pair?
You know.
Why don't it say a bunch of pairs? In fact, maybe you can win some pairs, and then you can throw them at Moe's body when we hang it outside the building from the flagpole, like along with Mussolini. Benito, Benito, finito, finito, Moe. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Here's this fax. Ionic Breeze. Metal strip is energized. Dust particles for the same price you can buy two 19-inch TVs from Walmart and plug them in. The particles cling to something with a positive charge. The screen will collect more dust than the Ionic Breeze because the tube receives yada, 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 and it goes on and on and on. Is this the sponsor, people? Is that what this is from?
No, I think this is somebody that just knows their science.
No, I don't think so. I think this is from, whoever it's from. It says you can put 20 Ionic Breezes in the QM restroom and it'll never remove the stench from Moe's ass. There you go. Now we're talking. See, the whole world hates you, Moe. It's not just me. It's not just Ferrall. It's not just George. It's not just Scott. It's not just the Humper. It's not just everybody in the goddamn building. It's not just Muffin Clarence, who wish that you would die a wicked, wicked death. Anyway, it says, I don't understand how QM can afford to have Moe on the air. Is there any fiscal responsibility at QAM?
No!
Forget all the other fodder. Isn't money the almighty decision maker? Yeah, for your fodder. In fact, let's give him a piece of cake as part of his going away party. Oh, can you just imagine? I would fly down for that, for the going away party for Moe.
Yeah,
Tell Scott Ferrall to stop talking about himself as if he were God and then in the same breath whine about being censored. Sounds like a pussy to me who likes his paycheck more than his honor, says the CAG, whatever that means. And George, you're a damn good DJ. A while back you were playing some great Schmidt, I think it was Friday. I'd rather hear the Posse from 5 to 8 than Howard David. Good music is like caffeine, we all need plenty at those hours. Have you considered a weekly syndicated music show?
No.
Wow! So there's a little shot at Scott, but that's okay, he can handle it. See, I don't censor the faxes. If they want to rip us all, be my guest. That's what we're here for, is to take abuse. Because the show is in South Florida, the home of abuse and hate. 143 votes. Who's the real Schmidt-head at WQM? Do we know the answer?
Absolutely.
You bet. Moe Howard David, 49. I don't know. I only listen to Neil, 32, 22.3%. Greg Reed's got 26. They're starting to catch out of his lame act. Jorge Rodriguez, 12. The Humper, 7. Ferrall and Neil each have 4. The Big O has got 3. Geldy's got 3. Mad Dog 2. Zagacki 1. And still none for Eddie K. Come on. Somebody vote for Eddie K is going to feel left out. The Catholic Church, talk about irresponsible, talk about real crap. The Catholic Church is telling people in countries stricken by AIDS not to use condoms because they have tiny holes in them through which the HIV virus can pass, potentially exposing thousands of people to risk. The Church is making the claims across 4 continents despite a widespread scientific consensus that condoms are impermeable to the HIV virus. Once again, lying to the public, spreading misery and suffering and death because they want to perpetuate their own bullcrap, because they want to dictate. They're dictators. A senior Vatican spokesman backs the claim about permeable condoms despite assurances by the WHO that they are untrue. The Church's claims are revealed in a BBC One Panorama program, Sex in the Holy City, to be broadcast this Sunday. The president of the Vatican's Pontifical Council for the Family, Cardinal Alfonso Lopez Trujillo, told the program the AIDS virus is roughly 450 times smaller than the spermatozoon. The spermatozoon can easily pass through the net that is formed by the condom. Right. These margins of uncertainty should represent an obligation on the part of the health ministries and all these campaigns to act in the same way as they do with regard to cigarettes, which they state to be a danger. The WHO has condemned the Vatican views, saying these incorrect statements about condoms and HIV are dangerous, while facing a global pandemic which has already killed more than 20 million people and currently affects at least 42 million. The organization says consistent and correct condom use reduces the risk of HIV infection by 90%. There may be breakage or slippage of condoms, but not, the WHO says, holes through which the virus can pass. And believe me, the only hole that they know about at the Vatican is the good old rectum. They know lots about that.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Infectious. The Pope smokes dope.
Yes.
The Pope smokes dope. God gave him the grass. The Pope smokes dope. Oh! He likes to smoke in mass. The Pope smokes dope. He's a groovy head. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Estuvo muy bien aquí.
God is higher masculine. Satan's higher fat. Oh! Once in Rome, get stoned on grass. Jesus freaks out back.
Rectum.
Jesus Christ is super hippie, never shut up chunk. Popes in Rome get stoned alone. Priests in church get drunk.
Okay.
The Pope smokes dope. God give him the grass. The Pope smokes dope. He likes his fucking ass. The Pope smokes dope. He's a groovy hazer. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now taking Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jill forgot to take a pill, now she's got a daughter. Taking pills is not a joke for a groovy pope. First can choke and be a toke of marijuana smoke. The Pope smokes dope. God gave him the grass. The Pope smokes dope. He likes his fucking ass. The Pope smokes dope. He's a groovy head there. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Pope is getting higher. 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 The Pope smokes dope. God gave him the grass. The Pope smokes dope. He likes his smoking ass. The Pope smokes dope. He's a groovy hazard. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope. The Pope smokes dope.
10:46 at 560 WQAM. Speaking of smoking dope, remember I had that story yesterday about the Ontario Appeals Court said that they restored the criminal law banning marijuana possession in Ontario?
Yes.
Well, guess what? Just the next day, meaning yesterday, the federal government in Canada moved quickly to push through its controversial bill to ease criminal sanctions for pot smokers, to which we say, yeah. Justice Minister Martin Cochon today will employ a little-used legislative tool. He's employing his tool to refer the pot bill not to the Standing Justice Committee, but directly to a specially reconstituted committee. That Commons Committee was one of two parliamentary committees examining pot laws last year, recommending easing criminal penalties. A Senate committee went further, recommending legislation. Since it was tabled in, let's see, the bill would decriminalize possession of 15 grams, as many as 30 marijuana joints, by proposing fines instead of a criminal conviction and record for offenders, and they're trying to get this passed before Christmas is what they're trying to do. Oh! So they're not wasting any time, okay? Now here's the facts from that first bozo who was, from Ocean Reef, okay? Maybe we could put Moe out there on the reef with this clown.
Artificial reef, of course.
Says, you sure don't know your communities, mister. That's right. Ocean Reef is a fine, upstanding, neoconservative, fascist community located just north of Key Largo off Card Sound Road. We have more money than God and keep riffraff off our island. We're protected by Wackenut and ADT and DDT. So don't even try. Please advise your listeners who might be traveling to Elliott Key this weekend for the Columbus Day Regatta not to even try to stop at our island community. Hey, listen, all you visitors, don't even try. And by the way, Mo, if you're thinking about coming back to work tomorrow, don't even try. Our patrol boats have orders to intercept any attempted revelers from soiling our pristine beaches with their vulgar behavior. What did Mo say to insult Scott? See, again, to insult Scott. He didn't get any of it. Moron, you're an idiot. Stay there on cards, wherever the hell you are. Ex-General Clark gives up paid speeches and returns fees. This guy's got some problems, old Wes, you know?
Yeah.
Retired General Wesley Clark will give no more paid speeches, the Democratic presidential candidate's spokesman said yesterday, after the Washington Post reported he may have broken the law by touting his 2004 run for the White House. This coming just a day after his campaign chairman said, adios, arrivederci, hasta luego, hasta que me olvides. The FEC prohibits candidates from accepting speaking fees from corporations, labor unions, individuals, or universities for campaign-related events. He announced his candidacy for the Democratic nomination September 17. Since then, he's made several paid speaking appearances on college campuses, but FEC officials said it was unclear as to whether he's done anything wrong. They're looking into it. They're taking a peek. Oh, God. And then, of course, we got the Ghettopoly story. I know it's pronounced Ghettopoly, but it's supposed to be Ghettopoly, so they couldn't even spell it right. We had a lot of calls on there. Most of them went away, thank God, but there's 1 in 6, which is probably you-know-who.
Uh-huh.
Here's Miami. Hello.
How's your daddy?
Who's your daddy? Whisper this. Whisper into a dark hole, okay?
Rectum.
Probably your own.
Echo.
Yeah. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T, and don't talk about Moe that way. That's bad. That's disrespectful.
Absolutely.
200 votes. Who's the real Schmidhead at QAM? Moe Howard David at 68. I don't know. I only listen to Neil 40, 20%. Greg Reed's got 38. George has got 18. You're a Schmidhead, man.
I know it.
But not the real one. The Humper's got 9. Ferrall's got 7. I got 6. I wish I had 6. No, now I got 7. I just tied Ferrall. We each have 7. Geldy's got 5. The big... 3. Joe Zagacki, 3. Eddie K's got a pair and Jim Mandich, 2. I said, 1 for Eddie K. Don't get carried away now. Out of 212 votes. Do you know that the next poll we take, which will change this at about, 11:30? A little while after 11, maybe.
About 30, man.
Yeah. Do you know that's going to be our 1,000th poll?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either until Eric informed me. Thanks, Eric.
Wow.
You're starting to, gain a little bit of respectability. Not too much yet, but a little bit.
Gain a little what?
Wait.
Wait for what?
No, seriously, it's going to be our 1,000th poll on this show. Man, we are poll intensive. We've got polls up the old butt. Ghettopoly game causes outrage. Ghettopoly, however you want to call it. It's spelled Ghettopoly. Ghettopoly, but it's supposed to be Ghettopoly. Cheap Trick Avenue instead of Boardwalk. Hernando's Chop Shop instead of Reading Railroad. Black leaders are outraged over a new board game called Ghettopoly that has playas, P-L-A-Y. Oh, that's La Playa. They're on the beach. See, they just ain't speaking the right language.
See.
Has playas acting like pimps and game cards reading, you got your whole neighborhood addicted to crack, collect $50. Oh, no. And I wonder, can you imagine the voice saying it?
Only $50.
Yeah. Black clergymen say the game, the brainchild of a Pennsylvania man, should be banned, and others have called for a boycott of Urban Outfitters unless the company stops selling Ghettopoly in its chain of clothing stores. Urban Outfitters hasn't publicly commented on the issue, didn't return a call seeking comment yesterday for obvious reasons. If we are silent on this issue, there is more of this type to come. The Reverend Robert P. Shine, Jr., president of the Black Clergy of Philadelphia and vicinity, said at a sidewalk rally yesterday in front of Urban Outfitters corporate headquarters in Philadelphia. Shine displayed the game board with properties including West Side Liquor, Harlem, the Bronx, and Long Beach City, and squares labeled Smitty's XXX Peep Show, Weinstein's Gold and Platinum, and Tyrone's Gun Shop. Players draw hustle and ghetto stash cards with directions like, you're a little short on loot, so you decided to stick up a bank, collect $75, and steal dollars if you pass Let's Roll. And the S in Let's is the $sign. The creator of Ghettopoly, David Chang, who just tried to put a different slant on the Monopoly, didn't immediately answer emails or phone calls seeking comment about the game. And again, we can't imagine why. Even Scott can't imagine
why
he didn't return a call. On his website, Chang is unapologetic and promises that more games, Hoodopoly, Hip-Hopoly, Thugopoly, and Redneckopoly are coming soon. Kind of like that.
I'm gonna buy that one.
Yeah. It draws on stereotypes not as a means to degrade, but as a medium to bring together in laughter, Chang maintains, adding, if we can't laugh at ourselves, we'll continue to live in blame and bitterness, like Moe, a bitter... Oh,
absolutely.
There are no words to describe it that I can use on the air.
A bitter
Not
pill.
the ones I got a lot of words. I just can't use them on the air. But the Ghettopoly board depicts figures labeled Malcolm X, that's C-U-M, and Martin Luther King Jr., intentionally misspelled, noted Reverend Glenn Wilson, pastor of Enon Tabernacle Baptist Church. This is beyond making fun. To use the caricature of Dr. King in this regard, Wilson said, there's no way that game could be taken any other way than that this man has racist intent in marketing it. The Philadelphia Black Clergy and Men United for a Better Philadelphia were just the latest to protest a game. In Chicago, the Reverend Michael Flieger, pastor of St. Sabina Catholic Church, called for a boycott of Urban Outfitters. In Florida, the St. Pete and Hillsborough County chapters of the NAACP urged the company to stop carrying the game. I was outraged. We called Outfitters. We wrote them a letter. We held a press conference, but we've had no response, Flieger said yesterday. Well, how do you like that? Ghettopoly. Now, what are the other ones going to be? Hip-Hopopoly, Thugopoly, and Redneckopoly. I like that.
I'm getting that one.
Y'all come back now to Ocean Reef. Let's see, here's the facts. It says, I know it's too late on the death scenes, but even so, how about the Ruthian baseball bat seen from De Niro in The Untouchables during his loyalty soliloquy? The Hitcher was my suggestion, thank you, you're welcome. By the way, Trainspotting is one of the best movies of all time. Well, I got it right there in the other room. Am I going to watch it?
No.
I guess I just have to get past that duty scene.
Yeah, there's a better one later.
Oh. Another one I've never heard y'all mention is The Irish Godfather with Ed Harris, Sean Penn, Gary Oldman, John Turturro, and Robin Wright. Penn called, what? Penn called State of Grace all-time great.
What?
Oh, Robin Wright Penn. I see.
Oh, I see.
Well, this is called State of Grace. It's an all-time great. It says the dude you erroneously think is from Georgia as opposed to the actual asshole from Georgia. Well, what does that mean? What dude do I think is from Georgia?
I don't know. You must have confused him at some point.
With what?
With the other dude from Georgia.
What dude from Georgia?
That one there.
Oh, the one that's on the Cohulawasi River with the Burt Reynolds hairpiece? I'll be damned. Oh, that would be good. Let's take Moe up in the woods at Aintree.
Rackham.
Yeah. Ned Beatty ain't got nothing on his grizzled old ass, I'll guarantee you that. Right. Who is the real Schmidhead at WQAM? This is our 999th poll of all time on this show, at least on the QAM. We never did polls any other because we didn't have no computer at IOD. Well, what a shame that is. Well, we still somehow survived.
Somehow.
For many excruciating long years. 9. To be exact. By the way, Robert Grieper's an asshole. Even Clarence agreed with that. Little Nazi in training. Who is the real Schmidhead at QAM? Moe Howard David at 79, 34.4%. More than a third.
You turd.
Think that you're the chigger in a woodpile, Mo. They hate you like poison. Well, I'll guarantee it's a lot more than a third that hate him. I don't know. I only listen to Neil 45. Remember that song by the Teddy Bears, To Know Him is to Hate Him?
Yes.
To know Mo is to hate. Oh, yeah, there's one for Boca Brian. I can hear it right now. I can smell it.
You, Mo?
To know him is to hate him. The old Mo-meister. Anyway, 46 say Greg Reed. I'll just change again. 80 for Mo, 46 for Greg Reed. I don't know. I don't listen to Neil 46. George Rodriguez, you're stuck there at 18, who think you're the Schmidhead. The little Schmidhead.
Thanks,
Hank
Mom.
Goldberg, the Humpers got 11. Scott Ferrall and Neil Rogers, 7 apiece. Great minds work alike. Nice going, Scott. Goldie Goldstein's got 6. Joe Zagacki's got 5. The big is stuck there on 3. Eddie K's got only a pair, and the Mad Dog Jim Mandis, who is wildly popular, has only a small pair. You ready for that? Mad Dog with only 2. He just might be the most popular human being in the history of South Florida. I really mean that. He is the people love him. They want to just lick him, his body parts. They want to grab out of his hair and yank it a little bit, and his hair too.
We should put him on this other poll.
What's that?
This poll number 2.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, well, I'll tell them what the other poll is momentarily. Our 1,000th poll. Let's have a little, I'll do it myself, a little drum roll for our 1,000th poll. Stick it in Moe's hole and blow up his jelly roll. That's what I say, okay? And in his cheeks, stick a little skull. Isn't that what they always say? Between your gum and cheeks?
Right.
A little skull.
I'm a Copenhagen man, personally.
All them charm tobacco people. 10:58 at 560 WQAM. If you're fat, if you got a jelly roll, and maybe a little more than that, Balance for Life might be exactly what you're looking for. All you people out there that have tried the low fat, the low carb, the vegetarian diets, everything under the sun, and you're still fat and frustrated, you're out of shape, you're lethargic, you're diabetic, or maybe right on the edge of it. Believe you me, diabetes is no fun. You don't want to go over the edge. So try Balance for Life. It's changed the beast's life. It kept him alive for a long time, much longer than anybody ever anticipated. There's no cooking, no shopping, no cleaning, no calorie counting, no carb counting, because they do all of those things for you. They deliver that little black sack right to your door by 6 a.m. at your home, at your office every morning. 3 delicious gourmet meals, everything fresh, and 2 delicious snacks are in your black sack. Even a little bottle of water is in there. And that's all you need for the whole day. Plenty of food to keep you satisfied and happy. And Balance for Life is the only company in the world that lets you choose between 2 choices for each meal every day that you're on the program. So if you've tried all the others and you're frustrated, if you're fed up, and if you're tired of being on those programs where they give you little teeny tiny packages of crap, this isn't what that's all about. Balance for Life gives you great, delicious, fresh food. You'll love it. Let them help you lose that weight once and for all. You'll start seeing results on the scale in a matter of days. Call them today, 954-568-3229. 568-3229 as in 954, or check them on the web at balanceforlife.com.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
I don't have a clue.
Can't believe the language I hear on TV. Every other word is an obscenity. It used to be that cable was a whole lot worse, but now the networks let their actors curse. There's no end in sight to this insanity. All the dialogue contains profanity. Swearing like a sailor on a 3-day pass. Words a whole lot worse than ass. F-bomb, F-bomb, how long will it be before they drop the F-bomb on network TV? F-bomb, F-bomb, there's no telling when they'll drop one on the UPN.
Speaking of the UPN, oh, that's right, it's not UPN, it's WB. It's Warner Brothers. Well, same difference. Smallville last night caught it.
Yeah?
That was Rutger Hauer. I don't know if we'll see him no more, although he didn't, he jumped into the water. He didn't necessarily die. We don't know. Right?
Right.
But Clark, I noticed that Clark is like running around naked a lot more than in previous years. And poor, what's his name, John Schneider, he's like taking a brutal beating. And Mama Kent, she's like getting treated like Mama La Pinga. And it's just unbelievable on that show. It was a pretty good episode, I thought. And Lana, of course, it hurts. She said it hurts. And he said it only hurts for a little vial. And then they put his blood in a little vial, and Lionel Luthor got a hold of it. I don't know. And then, of course, Lionel and Lex are shaking hands. And I still say that I don't think that in this version of Superman, I don't think you're going to see the hostility between Lex and Clark, because it just, when Lex showed up again after everybody thought he was dead and Clark took a peek at him, they embraced and hugged and squeezed and yanked it. I thought they were going to actually do something right there on camera. I mean, they really were very emotional. He was rubbing his bald spot, and
they were grinding.
And Lex was kissing that S on his chest, and he said, "Man, are you super or what, huh?"
Clark was pushing that bump on the back of Lex's head.
No, he's just trying to push it back in. It's kind of like Moe's piece. He's just trying to shove it back in. But at any rate, so it was a pretty good episode, I thought, on the old WB. I think they actually spiced it up a little bit because they realized that it was getting like a little stale, you know, a little bit too vanilla before. Yeah, too vanilla. Let's have a little more gore and sex and blood and violence, stuff like that.
Right.
Even if Lana says it does hurt. And then that blonde bimbo, she's starting to really bug me.
Bugs me
she's
too good.
What is her name again?
I don't know.
On the show.
I don't know. I forget.
She just bothers me. I mean, what purpose does she serve? She's a frustrated bitch that desperately wants to at least take a look at it, if not, hop on it. And she's just, man. Can't deal with her. Who is the real Schmidhead at WQAM? This was our 999th poll, 261 votes. A pretty damn heavy-duty total. Like I said, 266. The damn good thing it's not 666. I guarantee under that weasel on Moe's head there's a 666. Am I right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
Right. There's a 666. He's the freaking Antichrist. You got your Anti-Neil and you got your Antichrist. A lot of antis running around. Moe Howard David, the real Schmidhead at QAM, he's got 90 votes, leading the pack. Nobody even close. Although Greg Reed moved into second place.
Oh!
Nice going, Greg. Ha-ha, and don't forget, George.
Greg hates you.
Oh, I know. I'll never forget.
I don't know. I only listen to Neil 49. George has got 19 for being like a little Schmidhead. That's just because they don't like you.
Oh, yeah?
The Humper has got 13. I got 9, tied with Geldy with 9. Ferrall's got 7. Joe Zagaki's got 5, and don't forget.
Joe Zagaki sucks, okay?
Okay.
The Big 4. Eddie K's got 3, and the Mad Dog's still in last place with only 2.
All right.
Only 2 people think that you're the chigger in the woodpile, the Schmidhead Mad Dog. Nice going. They love you. They want to just squeeze the old 88 on your back. They want to squeeze it. Okay, let's get to our 1,000th poll. A momentous day. This is a moment that we'll keep in mind for a long time. Don't forget, noon to 2 today, Miguel's going to be out in the van, okay? At Power Sports, 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. I'm not going to read that other thing because I don't know what that means. I mean, this is a charity fundraiser, and the way that our sales department continues to try to muscle in and exploit this is starting to really pork my fat ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gary Sarner, you're starting to really get on my nerves. I'm not going to be reading any of that stuff no mo. I mean, obviously, if it's at some kind of a commercial enterprise, we'll be reading that, but no mo.
No more? Hey.
Yeah.
You can add there if you want anybody who goes. I got 8 pair of opening night tickets.
Opening night tickets for the Panther game, you mean?
No, for the Cubs.
No, seriously, 8 pair of opening night tickets for what?
For tonight's game.
For tonight's game. Well, you got to be specific. Don't say. And of course, Miguel will be loaded up with tickets for the Marlins and the Cubs this weekend.
Oh yeah, tons.
Yeah, no more than lines for Gary Sarner, okay? Because Gary's an asshole, and we already had Yom Kippur, okay? One day of atonement's enough, Gary. Get lost. So get your Best of Neil merchandise, those 2002 and 3 CDs, the best of, and of course the Moe Howard David keychains, which you can you can stick little pins in the holes in the speaker as part of it. You can have your own Moe Howard voodoo doll and help us wish some kind of an evil spell and curse on his ugly, grizzled, old, nasty, hateful ass. And also we got some Mad Dog keychains and 8 pair of now what about the Oktoberfest thing?
I have plenty of those.
Oh, he's got lots of those. So you can also get a pair of tickets to the Oktoberfest this week. Now they're not spinning the wheel, are they?
Nope.
So they just have to axe.
All they got to do is donate.
If you make it, oh yeah, don't just show up out there and ask for something for nothing because Miguel will give you the old raspberry. That's all he's going to do. Raspberries.
Yep.
No strawberries. Humphrey Bogart's still looking for those, but raspberry. I do like raspberries though. Anyway, we got plenty of tickets to the Oktoberfest this weekend at the German American Club in Hollywood, where you can all goose step around and celebrate Arnie's big win out there in California.
Ach.
Yeah, that's right. Ach du Liver. So noon to 2 today, 1090 West Sunrise. Now, what is that near 1090 West Sunrise?
That's east of 95.
Oh.
That's all.
Oh, well. Like I said, bring somebody with you and go out there and, what? What are you laughing about?
Well, you got to Yahoo map it like I did.
I'm a little bit nervous about going east of I-95 anywhere. Power Sports, 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale, just east of I-95. Great location. Miguel will be there with a QM van. He'll be heavily guarded. Here's our 1,000th poll in all of history on the Neil Rogers Show on QAM. I bet you even Mark Morgan is sitting there squeezing it. He's so excited right now, you think?
Yes.
Which of these people do you most strongly, and I want to thank Sean in Hollywood, who sent us 2 excellent polls to kill some really good time. All you people out there with poll ideas, keep them coming, baby. Fax them in. Because even my wrinkled old mind is starting to run dry. It's not easy, man. Every day trying to come up with something a little bit different, a new wrinkle. Right, Mo?
Absolutely.
You suckhole, you. God. Which of these people do you most strongly believe is successful? Oh, this is the wrong one. Oh, I pulled the wrong one out.
Oh, no.
This is one I came up with.
Happen often?
Which of these people do you most strongly believe is successful or has a job because of their skin color? But that's for another day, maybe tomorrow. Don't you like that poll?
Sure. Why not?
Sure. I was thinking mostly of, 2 people. But anyway, I'll get into it eventually. Here's our 1,000th poll. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? Fred Rogers, Elvis, Andy Griffith, Johnny Carson. And then whoever you folks want to add, which I'm sure there must be many. And then, of course, we'll put Jim Mandich, which was your suggestion.
I added Bob Barker.
Bob Barker's good. He certainly couldn't be on TV for 100 years.
About 30, man.
If there were a whole lot of people hated him like poison. Okay, there you go. So we started you out with like 6 good choices on there, and then you can add to it. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked person? Somebody everybody loved. Somebody that nobody hated. Nobody would say anything bad about. See, now Bob Barker, he had that bitch, that Diane Parkinson, but that's, there's always one.
She came on to him.
Here's Miami. Hello. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just like yesterday, same crap, only different language. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. Here's Lake Worth. Hello.
Neil, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I missed putting in a scene for yesterday's poll, but did the scene where the alien popped out of the guy's chest in Alien, was that on there?
No.
Yes.
Never heard of it. It's just a joke, George. I'm just playing with this guy. It was
I'm sorry,
got the third. Get out of here. God almighty. By the way, President Lincoln really enjoyed the play. He said it had kind of a weak plot, but nevertheless.
The ending was a bang?
Yeah. He said he went out with a bang. 5670560, pound 560. You people are so slow. This is our 1,000th poll. Feel it. Squeeze it. Emote with it, okay? It's like having a little party right there on your radio speaker. It's a momentous day. Plus, it's even a positive thing. That's probably why we're not getting, I see a lot of phones ringing, but, we're not getting the immediate response because they like something negative, like that nasty, miserable, hateful poll we took first about who's the chigger in the woodpile, who's the real Schmidt-head at QAM, who's the problem child, and of course, Moe wins hands down.
Absolutely.
By a big margin. Just pulverizing everybody else, which is what he does every day. Pulverizes everybody else. Stabbing Ferrall in the back. Scott's under a lot of pressure, taking a lot of duress. Even Greg's won't let him his duress. Taking a lot of crap from the usual suspect. And does Moe support him?
No.
His good, close personal friend?
No.
No, both on and off the air. Stabbing, jabbing, twisting. And, of course, that's because Moe is salivating. Now he can get his 6 to 9 back. Now, there's only one problem with that, Moe. If, heaven forbid, Ferrall should get blown out or something like that. One problem with that is this kid does 10 to 2. So there's like a big gaping hole between 9 and 10. I say a test pattern would be better than having Moe back under his lead-in, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. Just having like a radio test pattern. Just like a little 60-cycle tone. Or like that. People think it's a hum job on the radio. For an hour. I guarantee you get better numbers than Moe. I'm not having him as my lead-in, no Moe, I'll tell you that. And I'm certainly not going back to 9 just to pacify that grid. When they hired him, it created so many goddamn problems, more than you can shake your wick at. It's just pathetic. By the way, speaking of wick, do you know that I actually bought Airwick yesterday?
What's wrong with that?
I haven't bought Airwick in so many years.
About 30, man.
I mean, not that I need it. My place here doesn't stink, but it's, I don't know, it's just kind of pleasant.
It smells good.
It does stink good. But I haven't bought it. And, of course, the old-fashioned Airwick, when it was nasty stuff, the green, man.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, that smelled worse than whatever odors you were trying to cover up. Oh. But now the new Airwick, it's a Machaya, man. They got, like, all kinds of really, like, pink and pansy and, lilac and, smells like I'm in Rochester.
You plug in?
No, these aren't the plug-ins. I know, those are a pain in the ass because those, every week or two you look at those and they're like all brittle and crumbled and you have to like replace. No, Airwick, you just lift up your wick. And it smells.
And smell it.
Like lilacs. 11:13 at 560 WQAM. If you're working in a really crappy job, if you got an asshole for a boss, oh God. Then get yourself out of that rut. Get your life on the move with a real job. Call our friends at Fast Train, toll free at 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. Before the year ends, they can have you in a real job. They can have you trained and certified in a real computer career. And don't forget, the demand for computer professionals is continuing to grow. There's no end in sight, so if you're smart, you'll do it right now. You get you a new high-paying computer career and start making a big, fat, meaningful paycheck. Fast Train can really help you because they offer you job placement assistance, convenient day, evening, weekend schedules, and there are 4 South Florida locations, so it just figures that there's bound to be one fairly close by you. Fast Train offers you financial assistance for people who qualify too. So what do you got to lose beside a really dead-end job and a really depressing attitude about life? Call 1-866-FAST-TRAIN or check them out on the web if you like first at fasttrain.com and then make that call and change your life for a really positive way forever. Call 1-866-FAST-TRAIN.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
To a theater near you. Christopher Reeve is Superman. Superman 5.
Help! Help! Superman! Superman, quick! Jimmy Olsen is drowning!
Hey, here comes Superman. Here he comes. He's in a wheelchair.
Hurry up, Superman!
Okay, where's Jimmy? Oh, too late.
Yeah, they ought to call you Super Gimp.
Get out of here, you freak.
Oh, Clark. Nothing's happening. Get on top of me.
Okay.
Ow!
On I, the evil Zod, have finally figured out a way to defeat Superman.
With kryptonite?
No, steps.
Superman 5, The Search for a Bigger Doorway. Rolling into a theater near you.
Well, the reason I played that is just to piss off Diane in Fort Lauderdale, who's an evil bitch, obviously. She said Christopher Reeve belongs on the poll. No, he doesn't. I know a lot of people that can't stand Christopher Reeve. And if we're supposed to give him, like, the sympathy vote because he's a Crip, I say no. And the reason I say especially no is because Diane also adds to her facts, tell Ferrall to butch up. See, it's real easy for a bitch to say butch up. Right?
Yeah.
When she hasn't got any idea what she's talking about, what's going on behind the scenes, the kind of pressure and duress and garbage that this guy's got to take. And the reason that I especially empathize is because I've already gone through it myself. Took 2 years off of my life when wackos come after you and try to, like, destroy your career and your life and everything around you. So it's easy for you to sit on your fat, smelly ass in Fort Lauderdale, Diane. We'll get back to you, Diane. Tell Ferrall to butch up. I'd like to have him put his foot so far up your ass that he tickled your tonsils if you had any, okay? You smelly, nasty bitch. I think I can't stand Diane worse than even Moe, and that's saying a lot.
Absolutely.
Here's a fax from a Chronic who says, and it's signed Chronic, besides yourself, did anybody really not like Bob Hope? I would say there were a few.
About 30, man.
But let's put him on there. He was well-liked. I have no idea why, but, you know.
He had that nose.
I voted for Johnny Carson, and I didn't like Johnny Carson, but just because I like her. Now, that's not the question. What Neil likes or don't like, that's why we put it on there, Chronic. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? Elvis 9, Johnny Carson 8, Fred Rogers 6, Andy Griffith 2, Bob Barker 2, Jim Mandich 1 so far. And then we got other names going on there like Bob Hope. And who else? And it's so far. Because we're not putting Christopher Reeve on there, are we?
No.
No way. No way that I'm going to, like, knuckle under that damn miserable, hateful bitch Diane in Fort Lauderdale that's picking on our good friend Scott. What's wrong with you, bitch? God. Here's a call from Miramar. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How about Muhammad Ali? Can you use him?
Could I use him? I don't want to use him, but I guess it would be easy to do it because he can't run too fast no more.
Does he have to be like a movie star or something?
No, it could be, it says, who do you think? It's a celebrity.
I
It's a
think it would
celebrity.
be Muhammad Ali.
Well, we got him on there for you.
Thank you, sir. Have a lovely day.
And you too. Don't get testy about it now. You start getting like, did I disagree at all?
No.
Start getting a little bit ornery. But I understand because you're there. It was 81 in Toronto yesterday. I know nobody cares about that. And sunny and beautiful. And it's going to be sunny and 75 today.
Oh!
It's already sunny and beautiful. How do you like that?
I like it.
Just for that asshole that don't want to hear about Canada, that Rush Limbaugh liquor. He's probably there with Robert Grieper trying to see who can get their tongue in first. 19 right now. That's 66 beautiful degrees. It's going to be 75 before this day is out. And I'm pretty damn happy about it. I love it. Low humidity. Leafs open against Canadians this Saturday at the ACC. Elvis and Fred Rogers are tied with 10 apiece. And you know what they both have in common?
They're dead?
Right. Excellent. Can you believe that? How can life be worth living when Elvis and Fred Rogers are both dead?
I didn't like either one of them.
Me too. No, I liked Elvis. I'm not going to lie to you. I liked Elvis a lot. He was good. Plus, he was hot in his own way, even though he slept with Mama for years.
In his own day.
Yeah, he was in his own day way. Let's see. Here's a fax from Jack, who says, subject for possible pool. What? Oh, God. That's a little bit pushing it. Oh, from Jack Roper. Well, he's probably from the Roper poll people. What was your favorite pool of all time?
Maypole.
I'd have to think about that one,
10-foot pole.
I've seen so many in my time.
Barber pole.
Anyway, it's Elvis is leading right now, which surprises me because this is generally speaking an anti-Elvis crowd. But we'll get a whole bunch of more suggestions on here that'll change his tune. Here's a call from Hollywood. Hello. That's your friends on the phone company.
Yeah.
Here's Miami. Hello.
They're there again.
Uh-huh. They're all over the place. Here's Deerfield. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
What we have here is a failure.
Failure to get rid of that caller, Scott. That's what we have there. Failure to get rid of that sick Schwarzer. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. Here's a lady in Plantation. Hello. Lady in Plantation. Do you believe this?
Yeah, I do, actually.
I've had some runs in my time, but man, I feel like wild diarrhea is only moments away. Here's Miami. Hello.
Oh, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I've got a name for your poll.
Okay.
All right, Celia Cruz.
Thousandth poll, okay. I thought it was a good question. It was suggested by Sean in Hollywood on his thing the other day. I thought it was but you see, it's a positive thing. Celia Cruz is universally liked?
No.
Who are you kidding, man? Who the hell are you kidding? She's as universally liked as Cruz Bustamante was in California. Yeah. Disgusting, nasty, frog-eyed, monkey, baboon bitch. Couldn't sing her out of a paper sack. Even Desi Arnaz is spinning in his grave thinking about it. Here's a call from Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Neil?
Yes, sir.
Walter Cronkite.
Walter Cronkite is excellent, and he's still alive.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
The man was never disliked by anybody as far as I know, and he's been around since, the 40s?
Since before they started making processed cheese.
Well, that's my choice for the poll. Have a wonderful day, sir.
And you too. Thank you. Walter Cronkite. It's Walter Cronkite. Of course, not everybody must have loved him because a lot of people watched Huntley and Brinkley, but universally liked. In other words, nobody didn't like him. Nobody said nothing bad about him.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
I mean, nobody said nothing bad about Fred Rogers except us.
Right.
I mean, I always thought he was a pervert.
He bugged me.
Huh?
He bugged me from the time I was 4 years old.
I'm just always had that feeling. Don't we have a Fred Rogers something in here? We must have something.
Yeah, we do.
What's it called?
I don't know. Mr. Rogers something or other.
No, we don't have that.
Mr. Rogers retires.
Not in here we don't.
Mr. Rogers twisted. How can you
I'll have to work on that. Do we really?
Yeah.
Is it MR period? Is that why you can't find it?
MR period.
Oh. Mr. Ed. Oh, how do you like this? And look what I just did. In all my emotion and hysteria, I just knocked it down to the damn audition line.
On tonight's Action News, it's the reason Mr. Rogers had to retire. It's Mr. Rogers, the lost episodes.
Let's have some make-believe. I want to show you this toy that I brought. Yeah, it's just a toy, you know? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Put it back in, right in there. And out it comes. And what a good feeling. That was fun, wasn't it? Isn't it fun to pretend things like that? Yes. You can use your fingers.
On tonight's Action News.
But I guess you can see it's no secret what a good feeling they gave me. Oh, you're coming, and Mr. McFeely's coming.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 WQAM.
Good morning, Ace Hardware. May I help you?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Good morning, Ace Hardware. May I help you?
Hello. I'm Mr. Ed.
You're Mr. Ed?
I'm Mr. Ed.
Yes, Mr. Ed. This is Ace Hardware. How can I help
Hello.
you? Hello?
I'm Mr.
Oh,
Ed.
this is Ace Hardware. Did you need to speak to someone?
Hello.
Yes, I hear you, sir. Go
Hello.
ahead. Hello.
I'm Mr. Ed.
Okay, Mr. Ed, listen to me for a minute. My name is Bill. This is Ace Hardware.
Hello.
Hello. Sir, you're going to have to call back.
I'm Mr. Ed.
Yeah, I understand that, Mr. Ed, but you got to call back. You got a bad connection. Okay, Mr. Ed? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Hello.
11:30 at 560 WQAM. Sean in Hollywood, who suggested those two fine polls, is now getting a little surly himself. Everybody down there is surly. No wonder I'm so glad not to do this. This is what happened to my Jacques Cousteau, damn it. I intentionally took him off of there because I don't think everybody likes Jacques Cousteau. I don't think everybody even remembers who the hell that was.
Well, I sent it along anyway. What's it going to hurt?
You did what?
I sent it along. I'm trying to stay ahead of the game.
You put it on there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody,
sure, everyone likes
not.
Andy Griffith. No, I don't like Andy Griffith. I can't stand Andy Griffith. It's easy to be folksy and friendly and non-controversial, but to be French and well-liked is an achievement worthy of a Nobel Prize, says Sean in Hollywood. He's not just satisfied that I'm taking his poll suggestion, that I'm handling his poll, but also I got to okay, it's on there.
I like Jacques.
What?
I like Jacques. He invented scuba.
Jacques Cousteau?
Oui.
The only reason that you're saying that is because you want me to play the underworld crap of...
Underwear world.
Huh?
Underwear world.
Right.
Isn't French and well liked an
Tonight
oxymoron?
on the National Geographic Special.
After 14 months at sea, Jacques Cousteau observes subtle changes in his crew's behavior.
Yeah, good for him. I mean,
I'm honored to speak to you on behalf of the...
He's muscling everywhere, you know it? He wants you to do your duty. And now one of our chronic factions. See, these people get so carried away. It's like the callers. It's the same thing. The one that had all those good poll suggestions for yesterday. Now he's got a list of all these polls, but some of them are okay. I think we've done most of these, though, haven't we?
Some, yeah, most. Like
best sci-fi movie of all time? Oh, Lucille Ball. Lucy. Let's just put Lucy, okay? We don't need to put Lucille's balls. Lucy.
Put Lucille Ball.
Oh, we don't like Lucy. Yeah, best sci-fi movie. We could do that. We have a most trustworthy politician alive. Short list, but that would be okay. Mm-hmm. Like I said, this is another good list. What time's this guy's show on? The greatest rock or pop album of all time? We have never done that.
No, we have not.
I don't know. Do you think that's...
It's a poll. It'll kill a day.
Greatest invention in the last 30 years is good. How about that, the Segway?
What's a Segway?
Scooter. Remember the Scooter?
8 pounds? Yeah. No.
What superhero would you most want to see made into a major motion picture that hasn't been done yet?
We've done that.
Well, we have?
I did that on vacation, yeah.
All right, let me cross that out.
And then I got blamed for doing a comic book show when we were talking about movies.
We also did What's the Best Game Show of All Time. We've done that. Been there, done that. But this one, I might just do this tomorrow. The worst fast food chain. We've done the best several times. We've done that.
Yeah, I know who could win that.
The worst fast food chain. Have we ever done that?
No.
No. Positive. What is the best ethnic non-American cuisine? Okay. Well, there's a pretty interesting list. I'll stick it in my piles.
Stick it.
Mother Teresa, even though she was actually a power-hungry, stealing bitch, is what it says here. I don't think so.
I sent her along anyway.
You did? Why?
Just 'cause she won't get
Why
any
would
votes.
you put that dead old wrinkled-up bitch?
Why?
Who ran around the world preaching that Stone Age crap and forcing people to make all those unwanted babies and encouraging people to blow up abortion clinics and stuff like that.
So that Dennis would have somebody to vote for.
Oh, there you go.
Why?
Mother Teresa. Everybody loved Mother Teresa. I love Teresa Brewer more than Mother Teresa. You don't even know who the hell that is.
No.
Put another nickel in the Nickelodeon.
I heard that. What's that, from 1890?
Music. Huh?
Is that from 1890?
That was right before the Civil War, right before Abe went to that place. Oh, that was after the Civil War. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T line. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? Elvis, 17. Fred Rogers, 15. Jim Mandich, 15.
All right.
There you go, Mad Dog. They love you. Johnny Carson, 13. Bob Hope, 8. Walter, now what? Who put the H in Walter Cronkite? Who the H put the H in Walter's Cronkite?
Oh, that would have been me.
What a jackass. There's no H in Walter Cronkite.
I'm typing fast. I'm thinking chronic.
Quit with the H. Quit the H out. Muhammad Ali and Walter Cronkite each have 6. Andy Griffith and Bob Barker with 4. 1 for Lucy and none for Jacques Cousteau and Mother Teresa, who just both went up there at 89 votes. Jacques Cousteau. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Now you're going to encourage that jackass to call in again.
Yeah, he will.
That moron. Da-da. Boy, does that go back how many years?
About 30, man.
And he's still an overgrown child. Ken off the old block or whatever the hell, whichever one that is. I can't forget them all straight. The guy with the eyes. It's all part of the same little fraternity of misfits. Boy, am I going to miss those people?
No.
Or what when I finally hang up this grizzled old microphone in a couple of weeks?
We'll go visit. I'll organize a tour.
Here's a chronic in Orlando. Hello.
Dean Martin?
What is it?
Dean Martin.
Dean Martin. Have you got like a sock over the phone, or is it just because you're far away? Yeah. There you go. Even Scott's starting to catch on to some of these morons, and that's saying a lot. Pretty obvious when Scott starts catching on to your crap. Here's a call from Kendall. Hello. Kendall. Buenos dias.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Okay.
I got 2 for you. How about
only one. Only one.
Only one. All right. How about Red Skelton?
Okay, good. I'm not getting sucked in no matter. I'm tired of that.
Yeah.
I got 2 for you. You know, what's your favorite movie? Well, I got 10 for you. You know, one. That's all. Not 5, not 100, not 50,000. That's the question. 1. You know, who do you think is the most universally liked celebrity? Not 3, not 4, not a pair, but just freaking 1. All right?
No.
God. When the hell did this start already?
Is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
I think we need to go back to the movie stuff, man. You know, I was looking. I have like about 7 or 8 movies in there I haven't even watched yet on DVD.
Like Fargo.
I don't have that yet.
Oh, I thought you did.
But anyway, I got a pile in there, and then of course people are calling every day with these other ones that I'm supposed to go rushing out and buy, like that Johnny Depp one where he plays like some kind of a Cuban fag or whatever.
Right. You got Snatch, don't you?
Yeah, I do have that. I have Snatch. I haven't checked it out yet. I haven't checked it out yet, Scott. But no, seriously, and I'm looking through Happiness and Requiem and all these others and Magnolia, and I'm thinking, remember even then, this is getting ponderous. Too much of these movie shows. First of all, the ratings kicked ass during the summertime, especially June and July when we're doing all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wouldn't have done those shows, I never would have seen any of those movies. And believe you me, I'm ecstatic.
What haven't they bitched about? Remember the one-hit wonders?
Oh, no matter what it is, they bitch about it. Oh, everybody's done this. What's the best song of all time? Well, you know what? If you don't like it, go away. That's all. I'm not doing a show based on some misfit out there that wants to use us as a human audio punching bag, okay? Blow it out Moe's ass. Elope with Moe, okay? You deserve each other. All you chronic complainers out there. Wah, wah. It's the South Florida effing way, man, no matter what it is. I can just imagine after the Cubs beat the snot out of the Marlins last night. I mean, you can't win every goddamn game, and if you're going to lose, 12-3 is the same as 1-0. I mean, it's still a loss. But I can imagine some of the sounds of some of them people just jumping, hopping, right off of that damn bandwagon. Yeah, there you go. Hear them?
I heard it.
Yeah, because they got their ass kicked one game, you know? Boy, oh boy, it's just a town of misery. Miseria. Here's a call from Boca. Hello. Boca.
Hi, I have a name for your list.
Okay.
Princess Di.
Princess Diana. That's a good list, although I couldn't stand that bitch myself. Of course, people are going to say, well, you don't like anybody. No, that's not true. I like Tom Welling. Princess Diana. We'll get back to you, Diana. Yeah, she was, although I don't know. Remember after she croaked in the way, that was after my 7-month hiatus and I came back on a year?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody cared.
Don't get in that Mercedes. Princess Di, we're begging, please. Paparazzi's coming after you. You're gonna crash into a wall. No more rich guys for you. Princess Di is gone.
Oh, Princess Di.
Princess Di is gone.
She's really gone.
Went into a tunnel. Hello, wall.
Yeah, one thing about her, Princess Di, and put her on the list. It's a good choice. You won't see her. No. Won't be seeing the old princess. Maybe a queen or two, but not no more princesses. Well, and you probably see Fran Drescher every now and then. And maybe our good friend Cheryl from IOD. How's Cheryl doing, by the way?
Fine, I guess. Haven't heard from her in a while.
Don't be saying anything now, because it's supposed to be a big secret that I talked to her that one time and she was somewhere. 21 till noon at 560 WQAM. Don't forget, in just a matter of moments, the lovely Miguel will be at Power Sports at 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. He's got a bunch of free patent. And again, it's only for people who buy some of our best of merchandise. If you're not going to come by there with some money for Abandoned Pet Rescue, we don't even waste your time. He ain't going to give you nothing, not even a little squeeze, a little feel. He's got tickets to the Oktoberfest this weekend at the Choyman American Club in Hollywood. He's got some tickets for the Panther whole bunch. What did he say? 8 pair for the Panther Hurricane game at the Macarena night, the season opener and the home opener for the Panthers.
Something like that.
And of course all the best Neil merchandise, including those very, they'll probably be like a collector's item very soon.
Jesus Christ.
Moe Howard David keychains. Because I have a feeling that if we really put the big push on with this voodoo doll thing, and I'm not joking about that, I wish him I don't wish anybody physical harm or any ill health, but in his case I'll make an exception. Some horrible, I hope that maybe his muskrat gets some kind of like rabies or something, and it just seeps down into where his brain used to be and just infects his whole grotesque being. Wouldn't that be lovely? And the whole staff can kind of sit around and watch him rot. Oh, God, it can be like a rot-in.
I'm infectious!
Be good. That's the best news I've heard in a coon's age. 20 till noon at 560 WQAM if you want to replace that tired old carpeting in your home. Here's a great alternative for you. Let me tell you about Laminates R Us. They're the easy, low-maintenance alternative to expensive natural wood flooring. Laminates R Us is the best place to find laminated wood flooring from the top names in the world like Peridor, Pergo, Wilson Art, Unifloor, and Quickstep. And all of Laminates R Us flooring is installed by Pergo-certified installers who really know their crap. Here's another reason why I ought to be calling Laminates of Rice. Their prices are so low, so positively, absolutely unbeatable that it'll probably for you. Right now, you can get their fall special for just $1,495. Let me say it again. Just $1,495 gets you up to 295 square feet of beautiful laminate wood flooring. It is positively
unbelievable.
And Laminates of Rust will match any. I don't really like that one so much. You know what? That David Paul one I like
unbelievable.
A lot better. And Laminates of Rust will match any legitimate written offer, too. There's no obligation, so if you'd like a free in-home estimate, call them today. Call Laminates of Rust at that toll-free number and tell that cranky, old, ancient Neil told you to call 1-877-777-3336. They make it so simple, how could you possibly pass this up? They give you free carpet disposal, free furniture moving, a 25-year warranty, and years of beautiful, easy care laminate wood flooring. Call Laminates of Rust today because they're unbeatable. Call them toll-free at 1-877-777-3336.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. WQAM.
You wanted more and you got it. The Mad Dog is back, singing more duets on Mandage Sings, Volume 2.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Old number 88 is back pairing off with the greats, singing more big hits with even more big stars. The Mad Dog does them all.
Baby, everything is all right.
All right. All right. All right. It's an all-new British invasion with the Mad Dog singing like a man. I like it. I like it. The truth is finally out that Jim Mandage was truly the fifth Beatle.
You gotta give me a little lovin', give me a little lovin'. Oh! If you want our love to last, sweet. Now your head to stay. You'll always hear me say it's gonna be alright, alright, it's gonna be alright.
Hear the Mad Dog's tender and touching tribute to the king, Elvis.
Alright! Alright! That's alright!
The Mad Dog was just a little ambivalent when we asked him if he wanted to do it again.
Nah, I don't think so.
So we had Luca Brasi pay him a little visit and tell him either his brains or his signature would wind up on the contract.
That son of a bitch was cute.
Alright! Alright! Alright!
Mandage Sings, Volume 2, available now if you move quickly.
Alright! 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 Alright!
All right.
11:46, and the reason I played that is because look who's in the lead, man.
All right. Told you.
Mad Dog, 21 votes, Jim Mandage. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? Mad Dog, 21. Fred Rogers, 20. Elvis, 19. Johnny Carson, 16. Here's a real overrated. Muhammad Ali, 13. Bob Hope, 10. Walter Cronkite, 8. Andy Griffith, 6. Bob Barker, 5. Lucy has 5. Jacques Cousteau has 2. Mother Teresa's got a pair, and Princess Di has got 1 out of 128 votes. On our 1,000th poll on the Neil Rogers Show, This is a momentous occasion, and you can tell, can't you feel and smell it, the excitement and enthusiasm all around town?
Well, I'm feeling it anyway.
Or maybe you're just smelling the burning smells from the voodoo dolls, the Moe voodoo dolls that they're burning. You think that might be it?
Absolutely.
Good. Keep it up, folks. Don't stop now. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
I got a lump in my pants for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Happy Thousandth Pulte. I got a name for you, and then I got a question. Name would be John Belushi.
Yeah, nobody don't like John Belushi.
Exactly. Everybody loves him. And my question is, Who do you think is going to be the first bitch who's going to say, Jack Tripper?
Say what?
You know, Jack Tripper, the guy just died, the guy who played Jack Tripper on Three's Company.
Oh, John Ritter.
Yeah, who's the first one who's going to come up and go, John Ritter! Everybody loves John Ritter just because he's dead now.
I hate John Ritter.
So do I, man.
Who did you say before that?
Well, Jack Tripper. Remember, that was his character
No,
name.
but who did you say was your choice?
Oh, John Belushi.
Oh, John Belushi. Well, see, I wrote down John, and then you got me like I almost wrote down John Ritter, so don't do that. Okay, have a great day, Pally. Quit while you're ahead. Right?
Right.
He was good. He just got a little carried away with the John Ritter stuff. No, I didn't like John Ritter at all. Now, and see, people are going to say, well, all these names, well, there are a lot of them I didn't like. I could give you names of tons of people that I did like, but they're not qualified for this list. We could put Elizabeth Montgomery.
Okay.
Since I was watching Bewitched this morning, I don't know if you heard any of that. It was kind of a cute episode where she turned the guy that Darren was trying to get the contract with, she turned him into a dog because he kept coming on to her. Elizabeth Montgomery. Nobody don't like Elizabeth Montgomery, right?
Right.
And what about, what's her name? Barbara Eden.
I'll put her on too.
Same person, only Barbara's still alive. Damn it. Why couldn't Elizabeth Montgomery still be alive and Moe be dead? Now what is this? Jay, what is this thing you just sent me? You know something? My psychic, I can't complete the show. My psychic powers are so spectacular you have no idea. Guess who I was just thinking about?
I give up. Elizabeth Montgomery.
I was just, no, seriously, during the break, I don't know why, but it came into my mind that I think Gary Sarner is a Bushman, that he supports George W. Bush. Because he's an Orthodox Jew and he's an asshole. And there's a bunch of faxes you just sent me, and it says, from Phyllis Ray, Gary Sarner's new baby girl. Join us in congratulating Gary and his family for this new blessing.
No.
Now what is that, about 19 inches long? God, I knew he was circumspect, but I didn't realize he had that in him. Oh, the baby. She waited. Oh, you're illiterate, Phyllis. You're illiterate. Don't mess with my log. The water Nazi's illiterate. She waited 8 pounds 1 ounce and was 19 inches long. Yeah, I know somebody's got 19 inches for you, honey.
Roy!
She probably already done that. Her and Screwan. She was born Thursday. Well, why do we care about this? Why do we care about that? Gary Sarner, he makes my skin crawl. I'm sure yours too.
Yeah.
The Orthodox Jew.
Not because of that.
No, I'm just saying because he's an asshole. For the Orthodox Jew is just another excuse.
Cost me money.
Jew Lieberman. I wouldn't be surprised if Gary Sarner came in one day with his tallis and his tzitzis hanging out. And his payas.
Pay us what you owe us, Gary.
Yeah, pay us what you owe us, you jackass. Pay George's stuff. You simpleton. Stop trying to muscle in on our damn charity thing, which Miguel is there right now, I'm sure. Or on his way. I gotta cross that out so I don't mistakenly read that again, sponsored by. What does that mean, sponsored by? If they want to sponsor it, why don't they write out a check for like $10,000 to the Abandoned Pet Rescue and help us out that way? Doesn't that sound good?
All right.
Sponsored by. Instead of putting it in like a commercial thing. We don't allow any commercial other than places that want to let us go there and raise the money, which is fine. We'll give them a plug. But other than that, we don't want the sales department whoring our fundraising efforts ever. Ever. You got it, Gary?
No.
Ever.
Boy!
You idiot. Let's go over this weekend and help kosher Gary's house.
All right. I'll bring the stick.
What an asshole. Cops found more than they expected when they went to arrest a Queens priest on harassment charges. This is from today's New York Post. Guns, gay porn, and Nazi paraphernalia, officials said. How do you like that?
I think it belongs in the church.
The headline says, The Priest from Hell. Wow, this is a great story. Thanks whoever sent this in.
There's no fact in the church.
A Queens priest. Well, I understand why he was in Queens. Guns, gay porn, and Nazi paraphernalia. The Reverend John Johnston, 64, also told cops more than they expected. Sources said he confessed he had swiped $80,000 from a Long Island church where he has celebrated Sunday Mass for the past 25 years. Johnson's arrest late Tuesday night on aggravated harassment charges shocked officials in 3 Catholic dioceses. In the Brooklyn Diocese, his home base for nearly 40 years, where cops claim he made threatening and harassing obscene phone calls to staffers at Bishop Laughlin Memorial High School in Fort Greene. In the Rockville Center Diocese, where he helped celebrate Mass at St. Martin of Tours Church in Bethpage, while he allegedly embezzled $80,000 that parish officials never missed. And in the Newark Archdiocese, where he taught the all-boys oratory prep school in Summit for 23 years until his retirement last June. The seedy details of Johnson's secret life were exposed Tuesday night when cops went to his apartment at 78th, well, doesn't make any difference, in Jackson Heights after tracing a barrage of profanity-laced phone calls to him. Oh, how do you like that? When police were taking him into custody, they found 3 pistols, one of them an unlicensed .38 lying on a bureau in his living room, along with homosexual pornography and Nazi helmets, daggers, and other mementos, law enforcement sources said. Although this does say mementos. Oh. I don't want to go through that again. The same thing. They also found thousands in cash on the bureau and more in a shopping bag in his bedroom. Johnson told police he'd been stealing money from the Bethpage Church for 25 years, taking as much as $6,200 a week, some of it from the poor box, sources said. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
He told police, that's my 401k plan. What a line. I didn't make that up. He told police, that's my 401k plan. Johnson, who was let out of his apartment wearing a kimono.
No. This is made up.
You got it right there. You sent me this copy.
Oh, let me look at this.
Toward the bottom, after the 401k plan, just keeps getting better and better.
Woo!
Johnson, who was let out of his apartment wearing a kimono, was charged in Brooklyn with aggravated harassment. He's expected to be charged in Queens with weapons possession and possession of stolen property, and embezzlement charges are likely to follow, according to Nassau Police. Neighbors described Johnson as an unfriendly loner who never said hello and wouldn't even hold the door open for you. Who would expect a priest would do something so outrageous, asked Maria Rodriguez. Right, Maria, the superintendent's wife, who said Johnson was a very angry man. Oh, too bad he wasn't in South Florida. He'd have fit right in. Yeah. At Rockville Center Diocesan Headquarters, spokeswoman Joanne Navarro said shocked church officials never suspected money was being embezzled. The first we heard was from the police, she said. At St. Martin's of Tours, the Reverend John McKenna said he feared the revelations about Johnson will certainly hurt people. It'll hurt us. A shaken churchgoer refused to discuss the priest arrest, noting, I'm not going to react because I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Brooklyn Diocese spokesman Frank DeRosa said Johnson had a clean record. We never had any complaints against him. We're shocked. Outside oratory prep, a 16-year-old junior recalled how Johnson always talked about how smart Hitler was and how he gave powerful speeches. Oh, how do you like that? You know who that sounds like? Sure. Huh? It sounds just like, hello, this is Arnold. Yeah. Sounds familiar to me. It sounds like the governor of California that we're all supposed to admire and to get down and sing Heil to. Another student described the priest who taught English history and religion as a crabby old dud. Not dude, dud. Crabby old dud. Kind of like Moe, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
At the Newark Archdiocese, spokesman Jim Goodness called the charges against Johnson unbelievable. He probably said, thank goodness they finally got his ass out here. Nothing along these lines was exhibited while he was here. He said he was just a teacher on a faculty who went home on a weekend and did Nazi goose steps and stuff like that. How do you like that, huh? From the New York Post, another freaking priest. Just another isolated incident, Dennis, in the most corrupt institution in the history of mankind, the Roman Catholic Church. Don't let me forget, I want to read that story again about how they're killing people by putting out that propaganda about condoms have little tiny holes in them, and don't use condoms because then you'll really catch HIV and all kinds of stuff and get everybody pregnant. Crap like that. Desperately trying again to brainwash the public and make all of those unwanted babies. We will win with numbers. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. It's a numbers racket. Especially those tax-free dollars. 11:56 at 560 WQAM. Don't forget Miguel over there at the place. Power Sports, 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard, Fort Lauderdale. If we don't get at least $1,000 there between now and 2 o'clock, I'm going to be really porked. We got the best deal merchandise. We got a lot of free tickets for people who contribute to Abandoned Pet Rescue. We got those Moe Howard David infected keychains. We got the mini pair of tickets to the Oktoberfest this weekend at the German American Club in Hollywood. Maybe the father will be there, huh? To teach you some good goose steps, which will come in handy pretty soon. And also we got plenty of, we got 8 pair of tickets for tonight's opening Panther game at the Mac Arena against the Carolina Hurricanes. What's not to like? So go see Miguel and rub him on his belly. 3 minutes till noon at QAM. Do you like scary Halloween fun? Are you scared of the dark? You think you like to be scared? Do you have the guts to face your fears? You don't know what fear is until you survived Phobia House. It's House of Masquerade's 3D haunted house. Phobia House is recognized as one of the scariest haunted houses in the U.S. It scares, and then scares some more. If you think you can survive their collection of 3D phobia-infested nightmares, live dead things like Moe, blood curtains, and other screaming horrors, then come on down. Believe the little ones at home, this is not a haunt for children under 14. Just ask anybody who's survived them before. Phobia House is an experience you'll never forget, no matter how hard you try. Come on, Nancy, face your fears if you dare. Phobia House by House of Masquerades, 305-238-3351. Mention Neil Rogers or Scott Ferrall and save $1 on admission. Phobia House is located at 12105 South Dixie Highway in Miami. That's 12101 South Dixie, 12105 South Dixie Highway in Miami, just 15 blocks south of the Falls. Screams start at 7 p.m. this Friday and Saturday.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Mark Morgan. It's the 12 to 1 hour on QAM.
All right.
Bustin' out, baby, hot as a Texas drought. She'd be skinny if she'd stop popping the chocolates in her mouth. Millions of fans around the world tuning in and going nuts. Though a Siskel and an Ebert wouldn't give her 2 thumbs up. Check out Howard, Brendan Lawyer, and the purple-haired Kim. Bobby Trendy, her son Daniel, Sugar Pie, you know him. Critics say it's cable's worst, yet it's #1 ranked. That don't bother Anna none, she's laughing all the way to the bank. Yes, indeed, baby, she's got ratings that dazzle, so just save your Sunday night for Anna on the E! channel. She got bigger humps than an Arabian camel, so just save your Sunday night for Anna on the E! channel.
And do I love the Bloodhound Gang?
Yes.
Or what? They're great. They're sensational. 172 votes on a poll. Our 1,000th poll on QAM.
Oh!
Mark Morgan's excited about it. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? Somebody nobody don't like. How about Sarah Lee?
Okay.
It's a joke.
I know.
But now you probably are thinking this fax you just sent me from Bruce Wayne and his boy Wonder. Paul McCartney and Mickey Mouse, it says. And Mickey Mouse, even though isn't a person, we didn't ask about person, we said celebrity. Right?
Okay.
Well, what's wrong with that? Nobody don't like Mickey.
Eisner?
Well, Eisner gets irritated by them phone calls, but other than that, nobody don't like Mickey. Let's get down there. Paul McCartney and Mickey Mouse. Why the hell not? It's our 1,000th call. Let's go out with a bang, baby. Our 1,000th poll. Linda faxes and says, I heard it announced, it started already by Charles Gibson on the news on Good Morning America, that if you're unhappy with Arnold being governor, you can join a recall already underway. Go to www.recallarnold.org. This was said on national TV. What's going on over there, Linda wants to know. I thought Florida was bad, but California is way out there, a whole different planet. And Linda, you are absolutely correct, ma'am. Well, they gotta look for something to do, you know. Don't you think? Maybe they're bored. Huh? Like Shula used to say.
I gotta look for something else to do.
Right. That's exactly right, when they can't his old ass. The brainstem. How's the brainstem doing? Anybody see him lately?
No.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? Got a pretty good list. Boy, this thing is just flashing like crazy. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hi, Neil.
It's blinding. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the reason why you have to get an air wick is for all those packies up there. You packy.
Yeah. Yeah, stick the wick in your...
Rectum.
Okay, asshole. Here's a call from Margate. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Or
Yes,
good
sir.
afternoon.
Buenos afternoon.
Thanks once again for the bedtime stories, and I'd like to add Steve Allen to the list, if that's possible.
Yeah, everybody likes Steve Allen until he became a curmudgeon in his post-TV days and a real prudish asshole. But I'll put him on there.
Great. Have a good day, man.
And you too. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Steve Allen, everybody loved him. And then, unfortunately, before he croaked, he decided to become one of those dictatorial, censorial, everything is filthy and we got to censor these words. Yeah, that was so sad. He became a goody two-shoes.
What happened to him?
He woke up one morning and realized he was married to Jane Meadows.
Oh.
After all of those years, it suddenly dawned on him. Well, she always reminded me as being prudish and priggish, which means she was probably a wild bitch in bed, you know? Don't you think?
I'd rather not think about it.
No, I'm serious. I think that men and women, I think the people who on the exterior, like Wally's Cox, there's another guy, you know, maybe, yeah, he was a fag, but the point being, he was probably a wild child. How about Lassie? It says, go Arnold and take GW with you. From Mark. Thank you, Mark. How about Lassie? Well, that's not good. That would be given, nobody don't like Lassie, right?
Right.
That would be giving too much of an edge for it. How's the poll coming? Mad Dog is in the lead. He's kicking ass.
All right.
31 votes, Jim Mandich. Elvis, 24. Even Elvis can't catch the Mad Dog. Fred Rogers, 23. Johnny's Carson, 20. Muhammad Ali, 19. Bob Hope, 14. Andy Griffith, 9. Lucille Ball, Lucy, and Walter Cronkite, 8. Princess Di, 7. Jacques Cousteau, 6. Bob Barker, 5. I'm going to have to get some airwick and stick it in here because the stench of some of those calls, starts permeating the walls of this room.
Good place for a stick-up?
Yeah. At Moe's house. Oh, that's bad. Don't be saying that. But
right.
It's something to think about. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Hermit. That's one of those guys I was just talking about. Sounds really boring on the phone, but probably a wild child in the sack with his plastic Amiga. Here's a call from Hollywood. Hello.
Did you say Hollywood?
I think I just said Hollywood. Yeah.
Hi, Neil. I love the show. You make my day. No kidding. I love the CD, too. Everybody should have, too.
Right.
I've got a name for you, but I want to confirm something about the latest isolated incident involving a Catholic priest.
Yes.
Did you say that Father Johnson taught at the Oratory Prep School?
Yeah, at the Oratory Prep School, right.
Yeah, Oratory. Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that. A really great performer. Everybody loved her. One of the funniest comedians of my era, Gilda Radner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That's
buddy.
a great choice. In fact, why couldn't have Ileana Rosanna Dana, why couldn't she have been the one that croaked?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Good choice. Excellent. I love that. Thanks a lot, Pally.
Okay, bye.
Gilda Radner, nobody didn't like Rosanna Dana.
Right. Got it.
But Ileana, I get ill just thinking about that bitch. Everybody with a brain hates that bitch.
I am Frau Ileana Ross-Leitman, and I like scrubbing my smelly gorilla ass with soap made from Jews, and listening to the Neil Roque Comunista Hour. Hey, Kyle!
Oh, I bet you she's rattling her spear now that Arnold got in, huh? Maybe they can wave some, maybe they can rub their swastikas together. 507, what is it? Huh? 567-0560 and pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. I started giving somebody's phone number out. That was bad. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
How about Big Wilson?
Nobody didn't like Hello, Big. I don't think that many people knew him, though, but I'll put him on there because he was a good guy, well-liked.
And did you read what that pot-faced geek said up in Chicago Tuesday night?
Who's that?
Wayne Huizinga.
No, he didn't say that. He wasn't in Chicago. That's a rumor. It's untrue.
It was in the paper today, and Mike
but
Bernardino.
it's not true. It's not true. I talked to Humper, told me the real story. He wasn't even in Chicago.
Oh, well, Bernardino said that yesterday to Humper yesterday.
Well, he's full of crap.
Oh.
At least, so you believe who you want. You can believe Mike Bernardino, who works for a crap newspaper, or the Humper, who knows his crap.
The Scum Sentinel.
Okay.
Hey, I just picked up the CD from Miguel.
All right. Thanks, Pally.
All right. Take care.
You're the man. There you go. So we got at least $20. That's a good start. How much we got, Miguel? Let's go. Let's get a crowd out there, okay? In honor of our 1,000th poll today. In honor of abandoned pet rescue and all those poor little animals that are getting abused and overlooked and being crapped on. And maybe they're doing a little crapping themselves, but they can't help it. Goes with the territory. Hello, Big. See, I don't know if I want to put him on there, because if we put him on there, see what I mean? I mean, he wasn't really a major celebrity. This has to be like a national person, okay?
Okay.
Don't put Big on there.
I'll take him off.
No, because then we have to put Bill Calder on there and Mike Ranieri, and, it's just...
Hello.
Hello, Big.
How
He
about
was a good guy, man. He was a hell of a guy. Boy, did he like to eat or what?
Yeah.
Boy, he liked his food. I still can't get over that meal at the New York Steakhouse. That I had many big meals there, but boy, that one. Wow, could he pack it away. He made Fat Boy and Josh Friedman and the Beast combined pale into insignificance. Here's a call from West Palm Beach. Hello.
How about Sonny Rosenberg?
Yeah, there's a guy everybody loves, yeah.
Thomas Honan, another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Keep going.
Chris Hawk.
How about the guy with the outhouse thing?
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, good choice. Asshole. 567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. How is it possible? I'll get 2 air wicks, one for the right speaker and one for the left one.
There you go.
I'm seriously, I got to get 2 wicks. Here's Miami. Hello.
Tell everybody about your dad.
Here's Jupiter. Hello.
Heisenberg?
Absolutely.
Here's a call from Little Havana. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, phony voice?
Yeah, I have a suggestion for the board.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Well, when you get a real voice, call us back and speak to us in it, okay? How's that sound?
Not even a good accent.
Oh, terrible. From Little Beaner Town. 567-0560, pound 560. They're foaming at the mouth today, man, just the way we like them. Just like that. They're exporting it. Here's a call from Bonita Springs. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Is this Jerry?
Jerry? No. John?
Oh, same thing.
Oh, okay.
Well, we have a Jerry in Bonita Springs who faxes us all the time. I thought maybe it was Jerry.
No, I never faxed you. I had two
Okay.
for your poll. And
only one. Only one.
All right, we'll do one. I'm not the biggest fan, but I think universally Paul Harvey's probably got a lot of notoriety.
Paul Harvey, good day. Okay, thanks, John, or whatever your name is, Jack, Jill, up the hill. Paul Harvey, good day. Now put him on there. That'll be good for a hoot.
I used to listen to Paul Harvey. Of course,
Did you really?
Have a choice.
That's right, because you used to be on the station until I'll never forget when we first went over to IOD when they lured me away from Zeta, which of course was well desired on both parts. But when they finally got me out of there and they hired me, and little did I realize that 10 to 2 gig involved the noon hour from hell, which that lasted less than a week.
Paul Harvey.
Remember that?
Yeah.
We had Paul Harvey, we had the Rick Weaver show, we had the news, it was like a joke. A joke. It was a disaster. It was like somebody had, of course, Bill Wise was the program director, and you remember what a moron he was.
That's my opinion. I'm Mike Disney.
Right. And so I'll say this much: Saul Foose gave them a call and said, "Hey, get that crap off of there, or we're going to sue your ass or do something." And they said,
"Okay."
Okay. And it all disappeared. Paul Harvey, and then of course all the old ladies calling in, just like this guy from Bonita Springs, an old lady calling in. Oh, where's our Paul Harvey? We don't want to hear this foul-mouthed son of a bitch. We want to hear Paul Harvey and all the news. We want to hear the story behind the story and the rest of the story and the beginning of the story and the ass end of the story. And they said, No. We want an audience with somebody under the age of 100 listening, not the Paul Harvey crowd. 12 minutes past noon. The reason Paul Harvey has been doing the show in his basement all these years, they can't get his ass out of there. They feed him down there. He's kind of like Sheridan on Passions, stuck in that pit. Sheridan, by the way, is still alive after days and days underwater. She's still alive. You watching that now, Scott?
Drip dry, yes.
She's looking pretty good. In fact, she looks none the worse for wear, even after being in a pit for weeks and weeks and weeks and being in the middle of all of that. Well,
Wash and wear.
I don't want to say what she was in the middle of, but you can kind of use your imagination.
All right.
12:13 at 560 WQAM. If you spent the last year avoiding mirrors, not because you're like a vampire like Bella, but because of the fact, like Bella Abzug, but because of the fact that you don't want to see your bald spot. If you always kind of look off to the side because you don't want to see the reflection, here's the answer for it. Chuck Alfieri. He's got simply the best piece going in the business. Using the very latest technology, Charlie came up with this natural hairline system, and no matter how much you spend or where you go or what you pop in your puss, you can't get a better looking head of hair than with Charlie's natural hairline system. You have nothing to lose beside that ugly, shiny bald spot because, like I always tell you, everybody gets Charlie's 30-day guarantee. If you're not obsessed, if you don't love the way it looks and feels and smells, Charlie give you a full refund, no questions asked. You know who those people were this last? Just dawned on me. Gary Sarner's boyfriends. Call today. Be sure and mention Neil Rogers. You'll get $200 off on your off the regular already low price. And don't forget, Charlie also services and repairs all types of hair systems while you wait for only $25 to $30 and always makes them look a hell of a lot better too. So call today. There's no obligation. They give you a free consultation and show you how great, how sensational, how young and trim and vim and full of it they can make you look. 1-800-321-2413. That's the toll-free number to call. 1-800-321-2413 or log on to that prestigious website at charlesalfieri.com.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
WQAM, where the faggot is. If you love those great songs from those great mafia movies, you'll flip over Real Mob Hits. Not only does Real Mob Hits give you more of that great mob music, but you also get awesome sounds of Real Mob Hits. Like Luca the Ice Pick Fiamma getting his at the 106th Street Barbershop. Forget about it. Or who can forget Sally the Fish getting the old piano wire across the throat? If I remember correctly, it was a B flat. So order Real Mob Hits now if you know what's good for you, just by dialing 1-800-BADA-BING. Real Mob Hits. Hey, it's real. Forget about it.
12:18. This fax from some disgruntled employee over there at Magic 102.7. Leave us out, okay? We realize Bob Hamilton's an asshole, and they play like the same few songs.
About 30, man.
Over and over again, but who cares, you know? Isn't that pathetic that they want to use me to vent their hostility? We got enough problems of our own. We got enough fish to fry at QAM, okay? We got enough fish to stir fry. Dean holds 10-point lead over Kerry in New Hampshire over Scary Kerry. Howard Dean maintains a double-digit lead over rival John Kerry. New Hampshire poll of likely voters in the state's Democratic presidential primary. The poll by American Research Group of Manchester, New Hampshire, showed Dean, the former Vermont governor, leading Massachusetts Senator Kerry 29% to 19%. The remaining candidates, including newcomer Wesley Clark, were in single digits. 29% still are undecided. How do you like that? 10-point lead.
Way to go.
Dick Ebhart of Missouri and Jew Lieberman of Connecticut, 6% apiece. Clark, 5%. Senator John Edwards of North Carolina, 3%, who's going to have some dead people voting for him. Carol Mosley Braun and Representative Dennis Kucinich of Ohio, 1%. Al Sharpton has 0%. Oh! That's probably because in New Hampshire there ain't no dark folks. While 9 and 10 in the poll said they were aware of Clark, almost half of the sample said they don't know enough about him to form an opinion, even though he does have size 14 feet. Oh, that's Clark Kent. Clark, the retired Army general, was at 2% in the September poll. Now he's all the way up to 5% in the latest poll. Almost two-thirds, 63%, had favorable opinions of Dean and Kerry. The New Hampshire primary is set for January 27th. It's not really that far away, is it? Right?
No.
November, December.
Monday, Tuesday.
What is that, 3.5 months or 2.5 months? November, December, January, 3.5 months. Not that bad when we start selecting our new president. See, one thing that they did discover that they're finally starting to admit is that the electorate is pissed off and fired up. And as a result, a lot of incumbents are going to get their ass tossed out, including W. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right. The public is infuriated. They're obsessed with their anger and hostility toward all the unemployment and the crappy economy and the all the kids. Another American soldier died last night in Baghdad.
Yeah.
Plus they had another one of them incidents, you know?
Another bombing.
Bomb kills 10 in Baghdad and diplomat shot to death. Violence rocked Baghdad this morning as 10 people were killed in a suicide bombing outside a police station. In a separate incident, a Spanish diplomat shot to death outside his home. And like I said, another American soldier killed overnight, too. Every single day, 1 and a 2, it's like a Lawrence Welk thing. More and more dead bodies keep piling up. And then he's whipping out Condoleezza there to try to give, rationalize why we're there and we did the right thing and all this other bullcrap with this desperate PR campaign. Anybody buying her crap? No. Crap is her middle name. Some Nokia phones explode and burn users.
Get out.
Helsinki, Finland. Nokia today pointed the finger at an unauthorized counterfeit batteries after another of its phones exploded and burnt its user. The third such case in 2 months. How come they say burnt instead of burned?
I don't know. They're finished?
Remember Linda Blair said, it burnt. The third such case in 2 months and said original batteries sold with its phones were safe. The world's largest mobile phone maker said earlier a young Vietnamese woman was hospitalized with burns. Oh, please restrain yourself. After her mobile phone apparently exploded. See, Americans, now Nokia is a Finnish company, but if it would have been an American company like Motorola, they probably would have said, them Vietnamese are probably used to that anyway.
Oh, no.
That would have been, it's in poor taste, but that probably would have been the attitude.
That's pretty funny, though.
After all the people we slaughtered over there. The incident follows 2 similar accidents in the Netherlands, one last week and the other in August. Following the latest Dutch incident, which left a 15-year-old boy in the town of Hengelo with leg burns, that country's consumer watchdog said it would probe the case. They're probing it. You know them Dutch. We don't have any information on what's the origin of the battery in the Vietnam case, Nokia mobile phone spokesman Kerry Tutti said. Kerry Tutti. But there hasn't been a single case of an original battery exploding. In other words, they're trying to blame, bogus batteries, phonies, all this other crap. It certainly couldn't be them, could it? No.
I have a Nokia phone.
Not those Nokia people, do you?
Me too.
Well, you're going to get cancer of the earlobe.
Excellent.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. We've got a whole pile of good stuff here, but the calls are so good we ought to get them all in. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? See, the reason that, like yesterday with that movie thing, you notice, there were just tons and tons of, real suggestions on there, because that's something they can sink their teeth into, is murder and bloodshed and violence, stuff like that. Like that. But today, we're asking something positive, like, who do you like? And, of course, Sonny Rosenberg's the person they most like in South Florida, which should tell you a lot. Jim Mandich, though, 38. Fred Rogers, 27. Elvis, 26. Johnny Carson, 23. Muhammad Ali, 21. Bob Hope, 17. Even Princess Di has 12. Here's North Miami. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, boss?
I'm doing great.
I got a suggestion for your poll. How about Joe DiMaggio?
Nobody didn't like Joe DiMaggio except for the fact that he was a real skinflint piece of crap, but I'll put him on there.
Thanks, boss. Have a good one.
You too. Joe DiMaggio. Oh, a lot of people hated him like poison.
Those pesky
But I'll put him
Red
on
Sox.
there. Jolton Joe hit what?
Those pesky Red Sox.
Are you talking about Johnny Pesky again? He played before you were born. Okay.
He played
Is that
with
supposed
Dom.
to be like a little play on words?
Yeah.
Pesky Red Sox. Boy, is this Scott funny or what, huh? Is he a panic? By the way, the Yankees are going down. You're going down, man. They're going down. You can smell it. You can feel
likely.
it. They're going down. Very likely.
Bet my
And
paycheck.
the Cubs and the Marlins, like I said, I think 7 games, which would be perfect. Wouldn't that be great? In a Sunshine State?
Well, they're going to play the 3 games here, so we're going to get our money anyway.
That's right. They're going to play 3 games, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then they'll go back to Wiggly Piggly Field for the last 2. Which, what kind of I realize the travel thing, but it's not exactly like a long schlep from Chicago to Miami.
I wonder if the garbage strike is over up there.
I don't know, and I really don't care, to be honest with you, because I can smell, and it's all coming from these calls is where most of it's coming from. Forget about the garbage. We got our own garbage problems, and of course we know his name, too.
Absolutely.
The Moe Man. The Moe Man. In case you tuned in late, the Moe Man's on everybody's crap list today, and forever. He's burnt his last little, there was like maybe a little piece of a bridge there. Probably on the right side of his puss. But he has burnt his bridges with everybody else in the building, and it's unanimous.
That's a talent.
Yeah, I mean, how can you bat 100%? I don't want to quote, speak for anybody else, but I know somebody can't stand him. You know who it is?
Duff.
Yeah. I don't want to I think the reason he didn't come in and see us this morning, he was upset that we had that Arnold picture on our website. He didn't say anything, but I just get the feeling he was put off by that.
I ran into him in the hall. He was in some sort of a meeting or something.
With his penis hanging out there on our website, which of course I don't know why Duff should be upset because I'm sure he's seen plenty before.
Before what?
Penises. But I think that even Duff is probably just grinding his teeth and gnashing them over the fact that he would like something horrible to happen to Moe, like get hit by a Mack truck would be good.
Duff.
567-0560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. Here's a call from Hollywood again. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got somebody for your list.
Go right ahead.
Frank Sinatra. All right.
Okay, well, if we can put Joe DiMaggio on there, of course, did you ever see the two of them together?
No.
2 good Italian boys. 2 Talenners, as they say. Who says that, by the way? The Chinese use that term Talenners? No, not Suds. Oh, you know what? Suds Coleman is Don Knotts.
Get what? What? No way.
It's the same person. You're wrong.
Don Knotts has a pencil neck and buggy eyes.
I'm not talking about how he looks. I'm just talking about the personality, the voice, everything. He even sounds like him. I was watching Biography Channel a couple nights ago, and it was doing the bio of Don Knotts. He's Suds Coleman, I'm telling you.
All right.
You ever see the two of them together?
No.
Same person.
Sure, I partied with both of them.
Yeah, I'll bet you did.
Don can suck a bomb.
Harry Carey and Santa Claus. Well, let's not get too carried away. The fictional people, okay, like Santa Claus. Next, they'll be putting God on there. You know what I'm saying?
No, God.
You want to put Harry Carey on there? No.
I don't carry.
No, we don't put Harry on there. What's the point?
Might
Most of our
feel
people,
good.
most of the audience, most of the world don't even know who the hell I was. He was like a local thing, and...
Hey, Neil, fuck you.
Back at you. By the way, have another one. 1227 at 560 WQAM. Hey, I'll tell you who everybody likes. Tom Lehman and even Joe Prieto over at Hallett Pontiac GMC. What's not to like? And right now they want you to know that the 2003 Neil Rogers blowout sale is still going on at Hallett Pontiac GMC. Neil deal number 1. Save up to $7,000 with the highest rebates of the year. Plus get deep discounts on all remaining 2003 models, including the Yukon and the Envoy XL. Neil deal number 2. Get 0% financing for up to 5 years. And listen to this. Right now at Hallett Pontiac, you can lease yourself a fully loaded 2004 Grand Prix GT for the measly price of just $259 a month for 36 months. You get 12,000 miles a year and you pay only $2,500 out of pocket. It's an unbelievable, unbeatable deal. And Hallett's also got a great selection of the top certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs anywhere in the market. And as far as credit is concerned, if you're worried, if you're panicky, if you get like hyperventilating when you go into a car lot because you're afraid they're going to check a blemish or two on your credit record or maybe a whole bunch, have no fear because the guys at Hal want to work with you as close as possible to make sure you get a deal. It's the 2003 blowout sale going on right now at Hallett Pontiac GMC, 13401 South Dixie Highway. That's US 1 across from the Falls, open every day, 7 days a week. Did I mention that my phone rang yesterday at 2 o'clock and it was Norma Kent? Did I mention that yet?
No.
Don't call here, Norma, you jackass. Stop it. For more information on the Neil Deals, call the Neil Deal hotline or call Norma Kent. But anyway, the Neil Deal hotline at Hallett is 1-888-534-4211. That's 1-888-534-4211. Don't forget, all Neil Deals, subject to credit approval. See the good folks at Hallett for details. Hallett Pontiac GMC, who be professional grade.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Meridian's Dumb as Dirt.
We need a leader who will get us back on track. Maybe it's time we had a president who's black.
No.
I've seen him on TV dressed up in his soldier clothes. I heard his running mate might just be James Earl Jones.
Alright.
His name is Colin Powell. He happens to be black. The latest polls say he's the leader of the pack. Some folks used to close their minds, they say there ain't no way. But the times they changed, who knows, our next one could be gay. I wanna go
Okay, here's the fact. Says Jimmy Stewart and Harry Carey. We already decided we're not putting Harry Carey on there. Just, I don't know. You want to put him on there? Put him on there. All right. You want to put him on there? Sure. Put him on there. C-A-R-A-Y. Let's, at least this guy's got the spelling right. And Jimmy Stewart, which that's a good choice. But then it says, Mandich is great, but he's entirely local. That's, incorrect, because if you watch the NFL films and the highlights, Mad Dog's voice is all over the place. He's, everywhere. Even though, everybody knows Jim Mandich. Plus, he was a big star in the NFL. He's not just a local personality. You catch my drift?
Farting again?
You hear what I'm just saying?
I heard you.
Okay. Because it says if he's included, people like Suds should be on the list. Listen, I love Suds, but if we start putting all the local people on there, it's not in the same category. Jim Mandich was an NFL star. He's known nationally. He's on the NFL stuff when they use the audio all the time from the Dolphin games. Everybody knows the old number 88. Right? He's even tinkling on the 88s. Well, if we put Suds in, you gotta put Bill Wilson, Big Wilson, and Bill Wilson, and Bill Calder, and Larry King, and this one, and that one, Larry King. Oh, I'm sorry. 5670560. Bryant defense team could proceed straight to trial, it says here, on the full court press with Wolf Blitzkrieg, who's doing a few Sieg Heils, doing a little straight arming to the audience this afternoon. Jim Mandich, 40. I mean, to take off the guy that's leading would be absolutely inappropriate, don't you think? Sure. It would be inappropriate. We're not going to do that, even though this guy did send two good choices, okay? 40 for the Mad Dog, Fred Rogers, 29, Elvis and Muhammad Ali, 27 apiece. Now, I see great similarities there, you know what? Johnny Carson, 26, Bob Hope, 19, Princess Di, 16, Andy Griffith and Walter Cronkite, 11, and Lucy is just edging out Mickey Mouse right now. He's got 8 and she's got 9. Good old Mickey. He's starting to move up the ladder just a little bit. I'll find it sooner or later.
Eisner?
I'll get it. How's Miguel doing? We get any updates? Any star report? 280? Pretty weak. Well, it's only, you've only been here a little while. 280, it's not good enough. We want to get $1,000 today between now and 2 o'clock, or yours truly is going to be really pissed off, especially on our 1,000th poll anniversary on the show. Is that a big deal? No. But let's make a big deal out of it. Let's get $1 for each poll. Does that sound like a plan? Okay. $1,000 for 1,000 polls, for crying out loud. That's the least that they're worth, it would seem to me. So we got 280. Let's get with it. Miguel is in the QAM van. Power Sports, 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. Got all your Best Deal merchandise, even though I'm telling you they're going to be collector's items someday. That'd be funny. Moe Howard David keychains and Mad Dog keychains, all right, which really would be worth something because he's so damn popular it's scary. He's so hot you can't touch him. And the first a whole bunch of people that come by, if you make a donation to Abandoned Pet Rescue and get some of our merchandise. We got tickets to the Oktoberfest at the German Club in Hollywood this weekend, German American Club at the Choiman Club, and we got 8 pair of tickets for tonight's Panther Carolina Hurricane season opener at the Yenta Center. Any interest?
No.
I don't want to say anything negatory about the Panther organization, but boy, are they desperate. Marilyn Monroe, that's a good choice, right?
Got it.
Nobody, and isn't it interesting that just 4 choices back we had Joe DiMaggio, who's just on top of Marilyn Monroe, and I bet it's not the first time.
That was
I tell you, as beautiful as she was, I don't know. I've said this before. She was married to Joe DiMaggio, Arthur Miller, and who was the other one? Wasn't there another one?
There was the first one who wasn't famous.
Oh. Ugly. They were all, not just ordinary ugly, not just pedestrian ugly, but I mean really, really ugly and old.
Apparently she wasn't particular, was the popular rumor.
She did the Kennedys.
Right. She did anybody who would ask.
Really?
Yes.
Well, damn it.
Yeah, I know.
What a shame for a lot of you guys that she ain't still around.
Well.
Of course, she probably wouldn't look too good by now. Marilyn Monroe, get her ass on list. Now, was I just about to say something extremely important only moments ago? That I interrupted myself? Something very important, George. You're not keeping track.
We'll never have it now.
Oh, about the Panther organization. No wonder you forgot. I'm trying to forget. No, but they're sending out, like, as season ticket holders to my house, I got the word yesterday, a packet, desperation, with a whole bunch of, not vouchers even, but like tickets, actual tickets in the lower bowl for the LA Kings game, like in section 107. I think there were like 6 pair of tickets, or maybe 6 tickets. And if they're doing that with all the season ticket holders, how many do you think there were left?
About 30, man.
Season ticket holders. They're just giving tickets away hand over fist to try to put some seats in the, asses in the seats. Here's a fax from Kyle who says, don't know if you added him to your poll. How about Bill Clinton? That's a good choice. He's a celebrity now. Right?
Right.
Look, I wrote Bill Celebrity on my thing. He's tooting it. Also, I have a suggestion for a future poll. How about so-called comedians who are not funny? I like that. That's good. Thank you, Kyle. Also, I nominate for that poll Tom Arnold, Martin Lawrence, and Chris Tucker, it says. And go Panthers. Kyle's a Panther fan. Let's hear it for Kyle.
Oh!
We got somebody who cares. Not too many. I think there could be a dearth of asses in those seats this season. I hope that I'm wrong, but it's not looking too promising.
I'll be there.
Yeah, you'll be there because you got free tickets, asshole. That's why. If you had to pay, would you be there? No chance. Oh, that's right. I hear the word I'm hearing is that you got a bunch of free tickets. And what we're going to do is give away, when you pick that stuff up.
Yeah.
There'll also be those LA Kings, the tickets that they sent us for free. I'll give those away on the air.
Remember the Triple Crown line?
What are you talking about?
The Triple Crown line for the Kings. No?
Episcopalians outraged by the... What you know about hockey, I could stuff in Moe's ass and have room for his piece left over, okay? Don't start with this hockey trivia crap with me, okay, Mr. Hotshot? Who's the backup goalie for the Panthers now?
Who cares?
Yeah. Episcopalians outraged by the U.S. Church's election of a gay bishop prepared a request asking worldwide Anglican primates to intervene and urge... Primates?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Wow. And urged church members to stop funding the denomination. Speakers at a conference of more than 2,700 conservatives described the Episcopal Church's liberal policies on homosexuality as heresy and apostasy, and participants are planning a vote today on a formal appeal to the International Anglican Communion. Those attending the 3-day meeting organized by the conservative American Anglican Council submitted responses yesterday to a proposed draft of a declaration from the meeting. Leaders were to rewrite the document overnight for endorsement before departing today. We plan to send a very clear, decisive message to the Episcopal Church asking to repent and reverse these actions, said the Reverend David Roseberry of Plano, Texas. I wonder if he's related to Rick Plano from that track out there in Sacramento. What is it, Golden Bear? At a convention in Minneapolis this summer, the church confirmed that the election of a gay bishop living with his partner and vote to recognize that its bishops are allowing blessing ceremonies for same-sex couples. There's another great line in here somewhere that it's hysterical. I can't find it, though. Episcopalians play the cash card, it says. Is that embarrassing or what?
Yes.
For many Episcopalians, angst is mixed with uncertainty as they await the World Primates guidance. They're waiting guidance from primates. Maybe Precious on Passions will give them the word. You think?
Yeah.
Come on, Precious. What do you say, sweetheart? Oh, there's Greg again. Another guest appearance by Greg Reed, our fearless leader. So Duff is in a meeting. He's holding his meat again?
He was earlier. Out and about now.
He's out and about. Oh, he's out? Well, I'll be damned. Let's hear it for good old Duff Lindsay. What do you say? Big hand for
Duff.
Yeah. He's out and about. Maybe he and Clarence are like putting their heads together. 20-1 at 560 WQAM. We got the Mad Dog at 2. The wildly popular, the amazingly, astonishingly popular Jim Maddich. Everybody loves him. They want a piece of him. You got the Humper and Eddie K at Calder this afternoon, 4 to 7, with a really tough assignment again. Plunging their lungs out, and believe me, neither one of them will tear up a ticket. They'll cash every ticket. It always works that way. 7 o'clock, you got the Panther preview. 7:30, the Panthers host the Carolina Hurricanes in the Mac Arena Siena Center. Any interest?
No.
And Eddie K after the game again. And then overnight, we don't know because Clarence didn't bother to put it on the schedule. I guess that was his way of protesting against the really low numbers that Joe and Mark are getting overnight. Hey, speaking of plunging your guts out, attention horse racing fans, Pompano Park kicks off its 40th anniversary season tomorrow, Friday, October 10. The track will feature top-class nighttime horse racing and high-stakes poker. The new post time will be 7:05 for the first harness race, and Poker Room will be open from noon till midnight. Every day we have live racing at Pompano Park. Pompano Park is also open 7 days and nights a week with simulcasting, the best in harness, thoroughbred, and highlight action from all across North America for you to watch and wager on. Look out for Hervé Fillon, he's doing it again. And don't forget that general parking and admission are always free at Pompano Park. New this season, a 20% increase in purses, a nightly giveaway of a $400 betting voucher, and a revamped free Power Play Rewards program that gives you points either for betting the horses or playing poker that you can redeem for special gifts and betting vouchers later on. And opening night tomorrow night, October 10, the first 500 fans age 18 and older will get a free $2 pick for a wager, special dollar night for beer, sodas, hot dogs, and more tomorrow, and it's also family fun night with free mini horse rides and face painting, a live radio broadcast by some bogus radio station, and free drawings to get into a money machine with $1,000 inside, or you can win Sea Escape dinner cruise tickets as well. So lots of reasons for you to get out there for opening night tomorrow night, and also you can root for the Marlins and watch the games Friday and Saturday on any of their 1,000 TV sets all around the track. Pompano Park, a block south of Atlantic Boulevard on Powerline Road. For the new race schedule or the simulcasting schedule, go on the web at pompanopark.com or call 954-972-2000. Don't forget Pompano Park with its 40th anniversary season starting tomorrow, Friday, October 10. And by the way,
Duff, get off this instant.
Or else.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Peace, a sense of well-being, a sense of self-worth, it comes from the inside out. It doesn't come from the outside in.
Dr. Phil drives me up a wall.
Yes.
There's no substance there at all. Texas metaphors that don't mean a damn thing. Dr. Phil's brain isn't where they walk. He's a Mr. Know-it-all. Never want to see him wearing a G-string.
That's crazy.
Dr. Phil, why do your eyes do that? Dr. Phil, try to lose some of your own fat.
What makes you think that you have the right to judge him for gaining a few pounds? And what are you doing buying into it, you idiot?
Dr. Phil giving folks high fives while he screams at poor housewives about eating more than any human should. Dr. Phil, please just bag it down. You're a freaking circus clown. Try to handle things like your friend Oprah would.
That's crazy.
Dr. Phil, stop. Retire, go away. Dr. Phil, stop. Just leave and take your son Jay.
1246 at 560 WQAM. Anyway, if a lot of the people in our audience, if they went to a restaurant, you know, if I finally told them where there was a restaurant to eat
in Vegas
or any place else, and they went into a restaurant, they would bring a menu, and the waiter or waitress would come with their little pad and say, "Okay, may I take your order?" And they'd say, "I'll have the sirloin steak medium well. I'll have the spaghetti with meat sauce. I'll have the Chateaubriand medium rare. I'll have corn on a cob, and then I'll have baked Alaska. And I'll have, and they would read off like a whole list of about 15 different things. Follow what I'm saying?
Right.
because I'm looking at this latest, and Gene Rogers, who, with all due respect, usually faxes and makes some sense, especially with that last name.
Oh, God.
But here's my 4 choices, none of which make any sense at all. But I mean, maybe Milton Berle does. But that's for old farts.
Hey, he did Maryland.
Let's take. How do you know that?
She told me.
Oh, Bill Clinton doesn't belong on there. Okay, well, see the audience. This is our 1,000th poll. And unfortunately, this audience won't allow us to do it the way it's supposed to be done. Get him off of there. It's my bad. Okay, I should never have allowed that. He's not a celebrity, and he wasn't. I mean, he is in a way, but he's not really a celebrity. We're not putting political figures on there. We're not putting small-time local figures on there that nobody outside of South Florida, north of Palm Beach County knows. Okay, you got it? You got it?
No.
I didn't think so. God. I mean, some of these names that are coming up here, but again, it's your opinion. That's kill some good time. That's what we're here for. How are we doing out there with Miguel? 280 a little while ago. What do we got now?
300.
300?
300.
Yeah. And
I'm done, period.
Period. Well, it was like the way you ended that, like you were going to say 300, but there's a line of 15 people there. Or something like that.
Butts.
Power Sports, 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. That's where, I'll tell you something. And then, of course, Norma Kent yesterday. Oh, well, I heard some of what you said about how hard it is to raise money this year for charity, so maybe we'll forget the bobblehead dolls for now. Yeah, forget it for now, for next circus, forever, you jackass, you manipulator, you user, you phony, and don't you ever give my phone number out again to anybody just because we both gave him head one time years ago, okay, you idiot?
400 and one more pair of hockey tickets.
What?
400 and one more pair of hockey tickets.
Oh, 400, so all but one of the hockey pairs are gone. So we have one pair left of tickets for the Panther-Carolina Hurricane game tonight at the Mac Arena. Well, 400 ain't that bad in about 45 minutes, right?
Right.
We could make 1,000 still. I mean, the way you said that before, that was like an earlier report. Let me say it again. 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. Power Sports, that's where you'll see the QM van. The lovely Miguel will be in there. Just seeing him we should charge for that, even though he's a little dense. Jim Mandich, 47. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? The mad dog, the angry puppy, the hostile hound, 47, who also hates Moe like poison, by the way. Fred Rogers, 31. Muhammad Ali has got...
about 30, man.
Elvis, 27. Johnny Carson, 27. Bob Hope, 20. Princess Diane over here, 18. Walters Cronkite has got 13. Andy Griffith, 11. Lucy, 10. And everybody else single digits, even Mickey. Oh, but I should have mentioned this earlier. Somebody faxed this in yesterday, and I wanted to mention this several times today, but I won't. I'll mention it once. Because sometimes they're really disappointing. You know, Frontline on PBS, and they get the big hoopla on. It's going to be a big expose, and then you watch it, and it's the same old crap that we already know. Especially us, since there are those of us on this program associated with it and involved with it who like put the bedtime stories on there, maybe actually even read them. Anyway, tonight on PBS, Truth, War, and Consequences on Frontline. Let me just read a little blurb here. It says, I don't want to read that part. In Truth, War, and Consequences tonight at 9 p.m. on PBS, Frontline launches its new season with a 90-minute report by correspondent Martin Smith, who explores the underlying story of why U.S. went to war in Iraq, what went wrong with the planning for the post-war occupation, and what is at stake for both the U.S. and the Iraqis, the ones who are still alive. In interviews with key players in Baghdad and Washington, Smith probes the fierce internal battles between the Pentagon and the State Department and CIA over the intelligence justifying the war and over the shape of post-Saddam Iraq. Smith, have we found the Saddam yet, by the way?
No.
Osama your mama?
No.
Mullah Bullah?
No.
Oh. Smith co-producer Marcela Gaviria, and cameraman Scott Anger also offer intense on-the-ground footage revealing some of the disturbing realities of the U.S.-led occupation. On our website following the broadcast, we'll feature extended in-depth interviews from the program with L. Paul Bremer, Ahmad Chalabi, Richard Pearl, Jay Garner, Kanan Makia, Richard Haas, and others, including Lieutenant James T. Conway. Also feature web-exclusive interviews with former Clinton and Bush administration envoy James Dobbins on America's nation-building record, and with legal scholar Noah Feldman, an advisor on the new Iraqi constitution about Islam and democracy in Iraq and the Middle East. That's tonight at 9 o'clock, 90 minutes on PBS. Check your listings for a station up your ass. There you go. Got it?
Got it.
Thanks, Michael, for the tip-off on it, because otherwise I would have never known, and you wouldn't have either, and neither would have anybody else, just like watching Smallville last night, which was very entertaining and very good, and Clark had that big thing branded on his chest.
It burned.
No, it did not, actually. Did it?
Yeah, but he got better.
I heard he took a slow burn, is what I heard. How about George Burns?
There you go.
I like that.
How about him?
That was what a segue that was. George Burns. Gracie Stews and George Burns.
Actually, I smoke.
Smoke if he got him. George Burns belongs on there because he, even though he's been dead a little while, even contemporary people under the age of 100, like maybe over
about 30, man.
They know from all those Oh God and
oh God,
all those other movies he did. And then of course us old farts remember the Burns and Allen show, and their adopted son Ronnie Allen, who probably ought to be about 90 now. Remember Ronnie Allen?
No,
of course you don't.
How about Alan
I do.
Sherman?
I remember him very well. Oh, listen to this. Senator Orrin Snatch wants to terminate the constitutional prohibition against foreign-born citizens such as Arnold Schwarzenegger and others from becoming president. Duh. Article 2 of the Constitution says that no person except a natural-born citizen or a citizen of the U.S. at the time of the adoption of this Constitution shall be eligible to be orifice of the president. But Hatch is seeking to amend the Constitution to remove the ban allowing anyone who's been a citizen of the U.S. for 2 decades to run for the country's highest orifice. This restriction has become an anachronism that is decidedly un-American, Snatch, the chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee, one-time presidential candidate and longtime fascist, said when he introduced the change last week. But retired University of Alabama history professor Forrest McDonald said the prohibition made sense when it was included in the Constitution, and I'm not sure the reasoning is entirely outdated, he'd be saying. He said that 15 years before the Constitution was written, foreign operatives from Russia, Prussia, and Austria, oh my God, conspired to get a favorable monarch elected to lead Poland. Once in place, the country was divided up among the 3 powers. The American fathers were acutely sensitive to the prospect, McDonald said. He said it's unlikely, although not inconceivable, that something like that could happen today. His other argument against the amendment, Arnold Schwarzenegger. The Terminator star has been flirting, so this is an old thing. When the hell is this from? Flirting with running as Republican for governor of California? McDonald said, I'm scared of the man. He was born in Austria. Hatch spokeswoman Margaret Tapia said the bill wasn't crafted to help Arnold. It was a policy judgment. It wasn't associated with any particular individual. Arkansas Representative Vic Snyder, Democrat, is sponsoring a similar version in the House that would require foreign-born citizens to wait 35 years before becoming president. Representative Barney Fagg of Massachusetts sponsored a constitutional amendment during last Congress, didn't make it to the House Judiciary Committee. How do you like that? How about Barney Fagg for president? What do you say?
No.
Huh?
Not if Dick Armey can help it.
Oh, guess what's coming out today, finally, besides Duff?
I give up. Oh, that book.
Peach? What's that?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the new Al Franken book.
The new Al Franken book? Lies? No, there is no new Al Franken book. You mean the new Michael Moore book?
Oh, that one. That's the one I was thinking.
No, that came out yesterday. I'll tell you what starts tomorrow, since you're getting all around this. Kill Bill.
Oh, yeah. You're interested in that?
I don't know. It's supposed to be the most violent movie ever made. Why do you ask, am I interested in that? Have you got a bootleg copy or something?
Not yet.
Oh.
Just didn't
why
seem
do you ask it that way?
Because it didn't seem like your bag.
Well, I mean, it's being highly touted, obviously, and everybody's in an uproar about it. That's the most violent, and the fact that they're saying, oh, even the kids are like this. Not the little kids, but like teenagers and so on. Quentin Tarantino saying that, and everybody's up in arms and all bent out of shape, which of course will get a lot more people to go see it. I'm not saying I'm going to go run right out and see it tomorrow, but I just mentioned for a lot of people, a lot of our sadistic people in the audience, people that like train spotting and the bed spotting and bedwetting, that they Kill Bill is out in the theaters tomorrow. Is there anything wrong with promoting that? And you're talking about Dude, Where's My Country, the new Michael Moore book, which came out yesterday.
Yeah.
There you go. It's party time for the nation's moneymakers. The redesigned $20 bills reached the public today. Oh! All right. This morning, $19 billion worth of the new notes went into circulation, some 20% of the total value of all $20 bills. As early as 6 this morning, armored trucks were delivering them to the Federal Reserve vaults to commercial banks all across the USA. Meanwhile, the Fed and its Bureau of Engraving and Printing, the BEP, are holding a nationwide series of publicity events, part of a $33 million campaign to let the world know the new bills are legit. We're spending $33 million to say, hey, you see these pink bills here? Pink. That's because we got a lot of fags now, and they're flexing their muscles. They're flexing it like Arnold, and as a result, we better cave in. $33 million to let the world know that they call them peach, but you know what they are. They're pink. Pink 20s. Now, isn't it Andrew Jackson who's on the $20 bill?
Yeah.
Who's on the $3 bill? You, Paul Lind. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. I'd be honored to be on the $3 bill anytime. 1257 at 560 WQAM. Attention all you mortgage shoppers out there. The following message could save you a lot of cash. Actually, tens of thousands of dollars. Interest rates for home loans are shooting up like crazy, but there's still an interest rate available at just 1.95% from our friends at Financial Group. Call 1-800-940-LEND and be sure to mention that Todd Dreck told you to call them. It's true, the economy is changing. So even if you're thinking about refinancing your home or you want to move up to a better real estate investment, that's what you ought to be doing right now. By the way, that American dollar isn't worth a crap. The euro is up to like 117 and something. Oh, my God. Call Financial Group at 1-800-940-LEND with 1.95% financing. You'll get payments like you never dreamed of. If you take a $100,000 loan, your payments are a mere $368 a month. If you have a $200,000 loan, you pay only $736 a month. So call Financial Group right now and get yourself that low, amazing, astonishing, nearly too hard, good to be true, 1.95% interest rate and save a Schmidt-load of cash. Don't forget, interest rates are climbing, so hurry and get in on this right now. Low 1.95% financing with Financial Group. Call them toll-free, 1-800-940-LEND. That's 1-800-940-LEND. They're an equal housing lender. Credit restrictions do apply. Rates subject to change monthly, 5.19 APR.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Oh boy, it's the 1 to 2 hour.
You've seen E, Wild on Miami. You've seen E, Wild on the Riviera. Well now, get ready for the wildest Wild on ever as E goes wild on Ethiopia. Be there as E parties hardy at Ethiopia's hottest spots. How hot are they? Try 130 degrees. And you won't want to miss our very own Jules Asner as she gets down and dirty with the hottest partiers Ethiopia has to offer.
So what do you people love so much about Ethiopia?
So hungry. Thirsty.
Hungry for a party, huh? Woo! Ethiopia rocks!
That's E, Wild on Ethiopia, this week on E Entertainment Television. Because we're not running out of ideas, we're just running out of good ones.
Let me ask you something. What happened to Jim Mandich? Why did the Mad Dog just disappear off the pole?
I give up.
What is that all about? I said, get Bill Clinton off of there, and instead, he takes off the Mad Dog.
Huh.
Oh, my God. Eric, what in God's name what is that all about?
I don't know.
Ready for that?
Shocking.
This is our 1,000th pull, and Eric is dicking with it, and the pull, too. Get that back on, and I have no idea what he had before, so it just totally throws us off.
A bunch.
I think we go home right now. Anyway, here's this fax from one of our listeners.
Before that,
yes,
420 and no Moe hockey tickets.
Yeah, so in other words, the $20 was in exchange for whatever merchandise and also the last free hockey tickets. So now that there's no more free hockey tickets, that'll be the end of our fundraising for this next hour. Is that what you're trying to break to me gently, along with the fact that Mad Dog just disappeared off our poll?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Who was leading hands down? Anyway, this fax about Bob Keeshan, Captain Kangaroo, and the fact that he was a war hero and yada, yada, yada. But anyway, the other interesting part, Mr. Rogers, Fred Rogers, was a U.S. Navy SEAL, combat proven in Vietnam with over 25 confirmed kills to his name. He wore a long-sleeve sweater to cover the many tattoos on his forearm and biceps. A master in small arms and hand-to-hand combat, able to disarm or kill in a heartbeat. He hid that away and won our hearts with his quiet wit and charm. Now that's a real shocker, ain't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm glad I didn't call him a fag to his face.
Good God Almighty. I better put on my blue blockers because that's a real shocker. 5670560. We got $420 for Abandoned Pet Rescue out there at Power Sports, 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale. It is pretty damn weak, pretty embarrassing. To say that this is a difficult year raising money for charity is like saying that the president's a moron. It goes without saying. So I don't even know how to give the result of this poll because it's like Eric has just left me hanging over here.
Jim Mandich will be put up back up
Oh, he
on
just
the poll.
reappeared here with his foot. Well, why did he disappear?
He thought that was the local guy you wanted off the poll.
Didn't I go through I realize he can't listen every minute because he's got very important business to do, but didn't I go through a long, excruciating explanation of why he's not just a local person?
Why, yes, you did.
Yes, I did. Jim Mandich, 47, Muhammad Ali, 34, Fred Rogers, 32. Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? Elvis, 29, Johnny's Carson, 27. Here's Bob Hope, 23, Princess Di, 19, Walter's Cronkite, 14, Andy Griffith, 12, Lucy, 12. Jacques Cousteau and Mickey Mouse are tied 9 apiece. I think that's appropriate. Bill Clinton is the one I said get off of there, and he's got 7 votes. Get him off of there. He's not a celebrity, okay? He ain't no celebrity. And Mother Teresa, was she a celebrity? Get her off of there, too. See, I'm letting these people suck me into bullcrap. It's one thing to get sucked in, but yeah, I'm letting them suck me into bullcrap.
I don't even want to picture that.
Mother Teresa don't belong on there, and neither does Bill Clinton, for crying out loud. Celebrity. She wasn't a celebrity.
She was celebrated.
She was celebrate. Didn't she do that song? We just want to celebrate the fact that all these unwanted babies are being born and people are dying over here. And speaking of die, you notice that she died the same weekend as Princess Di, and of course the church was foaming at the mouth because Diana wasn't Catholic, was she?
I don't think so.
No.
Church of England.
Church of England. So she got all the publicity, and poor Mother Teresa, she got squat, is what she got. She got a few extra wrinkles that last trip in that Pope-mobile. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing today? I hope you're having
Pretty
a
good,
great
sir.
day. Listen, I'd like to discuss a couple things you've been talking about. First and foremost, I got to agree with you. Those Yankees, I can't wait until they get beat. I'm tired of seeing Steinbrenner with his damn turtleneck sweaters on and always crying about his coaches.
And the other thing?
I'd like to see them out there and get some new blood in there. Now, second of all, let's get to the muskrat Moe. I want to be the first person to volunteer on 441 and Iveberry and sit there with your petition for the Muskrat Must Go petition. What do you think about that, Neil?
I like it. You're hired, man. We'll see you there tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. The muskrat must go. Goodbye to Moe, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, get rid of him. Time to go, Moe. It's that time. You've burned all your bridges. You have absolutely none left, even the ones in your mouth. And that's it. It's the end.
Go, Moe.
You're useless. Go, Moe. Go far. We'll pack your sandwich, okay? We'll pack your salami on rye with a little mouse turd on it. And get the hell out of our puss. We hate you. You've turned on your buddy Ferrall. I warned Ferrall. You know, he wouldn't listen to me. He's trying to be a nice guy, you know. He's trying to, get along with everybody. And I'll say it for the umpteenth time. If it was just me, if it was just George, if it was just people associated with the show, we'd say, oh, well, it's us. It's a personal thing. It's not. It's business and it's personal with everybody. From the Mad Dog, who gets, of course, has to put up with this crap on those Dolphin broadcasts, and believe you me, ain't too happy about it. Right from the get-go, wanted Bill Zimfer to stay on there, and rightfully so. To the humper who despises this man like poison, and to this day still tells that story about New York Prime and all the other things, and about how the fact that Moe went in there expecting them to kiss his ass which is why he knocked him on the air. And on it goes. It's never going to stop until this company has got the balls to finally say, goodbye, Moe. Here's a check. We wish, make a settlement with the attorney, pay his ass off, and get his sorry ass out of there, okay? See, they're keeping him in there now, and he knows, not only because of that extortion about his time being changed, but also because of the fact that all this Ferrall business. So he's relishing it, man. He's loving it. He's eating it with relish. He's even got relish under his muskrat, is what I'm hearing. He's reveling in everybody else's misfortunes. When he was trying to get George canned, when he was trying to get me with that Condoleezza business, when he was involved, he had his finger in all of it, okay? I'm telling you, he's got his finger in all of it. You can smell it. That's right. And everybody in that building. Are the votes in yet? Do we have all those little slips of paper?
Oh, yeah.
100 votes we took. Every one of them, 100 to... Oh! Nothing. Say goodbye to Moe, okay? Recall. Even Arnold didn't win unanimous. Even Cruz Bustamante Celia got, whatever her name was, got a couple of votes. Right. But not the Moe man. He's got the big 0. They'd rather have Joe Zagacki on a morning show 5 days. They'd rather have goddamn a dead man in there doing it. They'd rather bring back the worst team, Joe and Defoe and the Geldemeister. Or at least Joe and Defoe. Anything. Because if this man winds up stabbing Ferrall totally in the back and helps to push his ass out the door so he can weasel his way back in there 6 to 9 and don't have to get his ass out of bed 3 o'clock in the morning no more. And then we get those, and especially on the heels of these putrid, paltry numbers he's had, you know what?
Right.
Now keep in mind that a week from today, next Thursday, October 16 at 1 p.m., that's D-Day.
D-Day?
That's D-Day that the book come out. The summer book. And, of course, a couple of days following that, more like Monday and Tuesday the following week, that's when we'll know the hour by hour, the hour of power, who gets to take the shower with the Mad Dog.
Tough.
Probably. Here's a call from Plantation. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
How are you up there in Toronto?
Wonderful.
and they've changed that money. You know, those gay dollars are very strong.
Yeah, what can we do for you, sir?
How you doing, Tim?
Good.
You know, it's amazing with this Moe thing. How does a guy come into a market and just alienate everybody? I mean, you know, when you start out somewhere...
Because he's got a lot of practice. He's done it everywhere he's ever worked. They all hate him at Westwood One in New York. Everywhere he's ever been, they hate him like poison.
I mean,
and he's gotten
remember
blown out
Alex
everywhere.
Bennett? You know, it's like Alex Bennett
He
all
makes
over
Alex
again.
Bennett seem like the good humor man, like Mr. Rogers.
Speaking of Arnold, did you happen to catch our friend Alice on TV the other night?
No, I did not.
On the nightly news?
No, I did not.
He looks like, remember that the Thunderbirds, the puppets, the little mannequins,
No.
the little cartoon show they
No,
used
I
to have,
don't.
the
Well,
kids
listen,
show?
say hi to
George,
Norma, okay? Have a good time. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. There's more people in this audience rather hear about Buddy Bullmar bowling than whatever the hell he was just talking about. Let's do Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, Neil? I got
Okay,
one
sir.
for your poll.
All right.
David Hasselhoff, your favorite of mine.
Everybody likes David Hasselhoff?
Yeah, you know?
If they're German.
Night Driver, come on, Baywatch.
Oh, my God. Have a good day, Pally. The answer is no. Absolutely not. If I went on the street right now and said, what do you think of that David Hasselhoff from Gaywatch? They'd go, oh, my God. Even these polite Canucks would say, feh.
Gay.
Even a Chinese here would say, feh. That's right. Oh, there's Siegfried Fischbacher. Have you noticed now, I don't want to say that I'm starting to get a little bit paranoid, but everybody and their brother is German now. We got the German-American club, that Oktoberfest, right? And we got Siegfried Fischbacher, and we got Arnold, and it seems like everywhere you look, there's more Treumans marching around, and people with little mustaches. It's in vogue again.
They have Vez.
That's what I heard. Look at that. Mad Dog is right there on top with 48 votes, boy. He's just in a league of his own. He's all by himself. 293 votes and none for Joe DiMaggio, which was a silly choice. None for Sinatra, none for Harry Scary, none for Marilyn Monroe or Steve Allen. That's pretty interesting. Huh?
Good about that Steve Allen thing.
Yeah, because he turned into a real asshole, and there was no bigger Steve Allen fan in the world than yours truly. Back in the great days when he was at the Tonight Show, and then of course his Sunday Night Show, which was a panic with Don Knotts and Louis Nye and Dayton Allen and Tom Poston. Did I mention him? No. And all of those people. It was great. It may have been the best show that was ever on in history. But then in his later years, as he became a little bit, the hardening of the artery sets in and the senility and the waking up next to that snooty bitch. She always talks like she's, looking down at everybody. Condescending bitch. Jane, what was her name? Jane,
Seymour Meadows.
Jane Meadows. And Audrey Meadows, we liked Audrey. She was on a honeymooners. We loved Audrey Meadows. Right. But he picked the wrong one. He was married to Jane, who was a real snooty bitch. But like I said, probably used to make a lot of noise in the sack when she was faking it. 12 minutes after 1 at 560 WQAM. I almost started reading this story about Iowa police hit parents on suicide pact. Don't let me forget that.
Don't forget.
And then we got the Muslim doll offers a modest alternative to Barbie. Maybe they're going to fry her on the Barbie down under. Hey, I want to tell you a place that's really great that everybody don't have nothing bad to say about. In other words, they love it. And that's Brandy's Shoes in Pompano Beach. For over 25 years, they've been cranking out the best shoes on your feet going in the world. They got all the top names: Florsheim, SAS, Rockports, Echoes, Clarks, Mephisto, Timberland, all of the names. And, of course, even Tom Welling could shop there with his big, gigantic, gargantuan, platypoop, what does she call it again?
What? Platypus.
Platypus size feet. They got men's size 6 to 15, women's 5 to 12, and widths from the very narrow to the very, very platypus wide. And, of course, you always get a perfect fit because they have friendly and knowledgeable people that work at Brandy's who'll make sure that you get a perfect fit every time. You won't walk out of there like that guy in La Caja Fall, like the butler. So if you want to take your feet for a real treat and do the other thing, too, this is the place. Brandy's Shoes at 1290 North Federal Highway, Pompano Beach. Open daily 9 to 9, Sundays 10 to 5. And all this week, it's still going on. It's the big red tag sale at Brandy's. This week, take 50% off on all famous brand name shoes with a red tag. Come into the store or visit them on the web at brandysshoes.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
Me, the mob, okay?
Do you ever wish that your family and friends knew their Bible verses better? Well, I have the answer to your prayers. From the makers of You Sank My Martyr comes a game the whole family can enjoy. Crucifixion! Crucifixion is not just fun to play, but it forces everyone to know their Bible. And it's easy to play. First, someone picks a word or phrase from the Bible, and the rest of the group takes turns trying to spell it. But be careful. If you pick a wrong letter, your little Jesus doll gets nailed.
I'll take a guess. How about a K?
Nope. Sorry, Billy.
I'm sorry, Jesus.
After 3 nails and 1 spear to the chest, everyone loses. But don't worry, in 3 days you can play again. So run down to your local Crucifixion toy store and grab up your very own copy of Crucifixion. Why not play tonight? Comes with a small Jesus doll, nails, and a tiny spear. Fake blood, wooden cross, and hammer not included. Crucifixion, a product of Trinity Brothers.
All right. 117, I wonder how Jan and Paul Crotch are doing, speaking of Trinity Broadcasting. Iowa police tip parents on suicide pact. Parents of 9 high school students were awakened before dawn by police officers sent to warn them of a suspected suicide pact involving their children a week after a classmate hanged himself. Police had details of the suspected plan, including how the students would have committed suicide, and whether they planned to do it all at one time or one place were not known, and the pact may have not been developed that far. Lincoln High School principal Al Graziano, I wonder if he's kin to Rocky, you think?
No.
Said a student was overheard talking about suicide Monday night and later told authorities that others were involved. Officers went to each student's home early Tuesday. Many of the 5 girls and 4 boys involved were freshmen or sophomores, police said. All were friends of William Metzger Jr., a 15-year-old boy who hanged himself last week following a car crash that killed 3 of his friends September 23rd. Maybe that's something that Danny Heatley ought to be thinking about. And see, of course, the family of Dan Snyder are all saying now in Elmira, Ontario, they're saying, oh, we want him to be at the funeral, which he will tomorrow, and we forgive him, and it was just, just a bad break, all this other stuff. But if I were him, if I were Danny, I would seriously think about putting that thing to my head. Wouldn't you?
Who?
Yes. Muslim doll offers modest alternative to Barbie. Here we go. Here's good news for all those repressed faggots out there who want more repression and repression and repression and repression.
With a schmata?
I'm so happy that you finally told me that. Oh, that was bad. Well, I had something on top of the pot. Like I said, I'm so happy you told me that. Finally, had the balls today. And the word is he wasn't upset about the fact we put Arnold's naked picture on a website. He was upset that it was so small.
The picture?
No, the penis. Anyway, we got Arnold naked with a towel there on the. Now, what are we going to do about that one with the penis with the cub hat on? Are we putting that on there or not?
Oh, I just sent that to you. I didn't send that to Eric. I just thought you'd get a kick out of that.
Well, I don't think this audience wants. It's a very ugly, fat penis too. I think. I don't know. I'm not.
They're all ugly as far as most of us are concerned.
No, I don't think so. Not your own. Your own is never ugly.
Oh, yeah.
It's sometimes too small or whatever. But this one happens to be an especially grotesque penis with a little tiny cub hat on it, on its head.
I'll show you later, Scott.
Okay.
Thanks. And what about the other Arnold
thanks.
picture that doesn't have the towel on it? I don't know. I think I like the one we got on.
Yeah,
there.
it's colored. Full color.
It's colorful, yeah. Muslim doll offers modest alternative to Barbie. At first glance, it says, in Livonia, Michigan, former home of Detroit Racecourse. This new girl on the block doesn't give Barbie much of a run for her money. After all, Barbie's everything Razan is not. Curvaceous, flashy, and loaded with sex appeal. But that's exactly why many Muslim Americans prefer Razan, with her long-sleeve dresses, headscarf, and by her creator Ammar Sadeh's own admission, a not-so-buxom bust line. In other words, she's got raisinets. For Sadeh, the doll not only fills a marketing void, but also offers Muslim girls someone they can relate to, raisinets. The main message we try to put forward through the doll is that what matters is what's inside you. Oh, what a line that is. Not how you look, said Sadeh, who set up Noor Art Inc. with his wife and a few other investors. The Livonia-based company, founded about 7 years ago, sells the Razan doll and a number of other toys geared toward Muslim children, schmata heads. It doesn't matter if you're tall or short, thin or fat, beautiful or not. The real beauty seen by God and fellow Muslims is what's in your soul, he said. Razan has the body of a preteen. The doll comes in 3 types: fair-skinned blonde, olive skin with black hair, and black skin and black hair. Her aspirations are those of a modern Muslim woman. On the drawing board for future dolls are Dr. Razan and possibly even Astronaut Razan. There's also Muslim Girl Scout Razan, complete with a cassette recording of the Muslim Scout's oath. That's what it is. What sets Razan apart from her few competitors is that she holds a global appeal for Muslim girls, Sadeh said. Now, what was that line again about the main message we try to put forward through the doll is that what matters is what's inside you.
Rectum.
I thought that was a very, very interesting and provocative line. See how they always work in code? Well, it is cold up there this time of the year in Livonia. Anyway, noon to 2, which means we got another 40 minutes. Miguel is out there. I'm hoping we can goose that up to like close to 1,000. You think? No.
No.
No more reports?
No.
You know what that means? It means there ain't nothing going on there.
Right.
We had $420 at last count. He still got, I'm sure, lots of tickets to the Oktoberfest at the German American Club in Hollywood. Any interest?
No.
You don't have to be German to go to the German American Club. You can have probably like beer and brats and white hots and whatever. Miguel is at Power Sports at 1090 West Sunrise Boulevard in Fort Lauderdale with our best meal merchandise for a really good cause, Abandoned Pet Rescue. And you people out there are like that.
Do you hear me?
Just, what?
560.
Oh, 560 WQAM. And what about the total? Don't let me forget to remind the audience again about that front line on PBS 9 to 10:30 tonight. About this totally unjustified attack on Iraq and all the people who are dying over there, American and Brits and Iraqis and everybody else. Mad Dog, Jim Mandich, 53 votes. Who do you think is the most universally liked celebrity? Mad Dog has got 53. There's nobody even close on his ass. Muhammad Ali, 36. Fred Rogers, 35. Johnny Carson, 32. Elvis, how many's Elvis got?
About 30, man.
Bob Hope, 27. Princess Di, 22. Mickey Mouse has got 17. Walter Cronkite, 15. Lucy has got 14. She ought to be doing better than that. Everybody like Lucy. Sure. Even punks. Jacques Cousteau, 13, and Andy Griffith, 12. Everybody else in single digits. Even poor old Bob Barker's got 6. Because not everybody likes him. The fur coat people don't like Bob Barker.
They don't.
No, they don't. And a lot of those bimbos that have been on that show, not just Diane, there were, I think, others.
Oh, that's right. Because he was mean to them.
Said he's a dirty old man. And we still like him. In fact, that's why we like him. Oh! Yeah. As opposed to Arnold, because at least Bob Barker ain't running for... You know what? The Democrats should have put up Bob Barker.
There you go.
I don't know what his politics are, but I guarantee he'd have whipped Arnold's butt. With a towel, anyway. Here's Pompano. Hello.
Hey, I got 3 items for you. Number 1 for the list. How about our old French friend, Moe Chevalier? Everybody loved Moe. Maurice?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, okay.
You have to be 100 years old to remember Maurice Chevalier.
Well, of course, but,
yes.
Everybody loved him. Okay, have you heard the latest about your buddy Andrew Ashwood?
No.
He's going out to run Fox Sports in California for the network.
Great. And number 3?
And number 3, I forgot. I ran out of...
Okay, good. Well, if they were as good as the first 2, it's probably just as well. Oh, God, am I getting a headache from this or what, huh?
I started out with one.
Wow. I'm serious. I'm getting like a migraine from these, my buddy Andrew Ashenwoods. I got a really good Andrew Ashenwood story, but I better not tell it. She'd get really upset. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hey, Neil. How you doing?
Pretty good.
All right. How about Danny Kaye?
Danny Kaye?
Yeah.
Ron
Gay. Yeah, rhymes with gay. Get out of here. All these people, these old time people, these fossils. Nobody in this audience knows Danny Kaye. Maybe like how many people do you think know that name?
About 30, man.
Come on, let's get with it. Maurice Chevalier and Danny Kaye and Marvin Gaye and Swing and Sway with Sammy Kaye. And it's time to pay the piper, Mo. You got to get out of here, Mo. We want you out. We're going to work feverishly. We're going to contact everybody in the universe. We're going to contact Don Corleone. We're going to get a hold of everybody.
We could
and
strike.
Get your nasty, obnoxious ass out. You've gone over the edge this time with your assault, with your piling on with our good buddy Scott Ferrall, okay? When somebody is down and out, you can always count on Mo to be there to stab him in the back. He's always talking about, this one's a backstabber, everybody. In fact, the OJs, remember the OJs in that song, the Backstabbers?
Sure, of course.
They had Mo's picture right in front of them that's who they were thinking about when they sang that song. What does this say? John Denver once served as a U.S. Army sniper in Vietnam. True or false? Well, why do we care about this?
I don't know. The other note is...
I see. See page 2 about the Fred Rogers urban legend. He was never in the armed forces.
I feel better now.
Oh, he was a pussy, man. Who the hell are they kidding? He was like, hand-to-hand combat. He hid the tattoos with that sweater. Who the hell are you kidding? Looked like a real pervert to me. My kind of guy. 26 pounds. Look at this.
And say that security is in place when it's not. Whether you sit at home or go to work, you just feel insecure. In other parts of Iraq, north and south, security is less precarious. The south...
Iraqis are foaming at the mouth. We did a hell of a job there, didn't we?
No.
Yeah, man, they're making a mess. 26 past 1 at 560 WQAM. The more, I'm telling you, he's getting more popular by the day. Pretty soon his head is going to be as big as Joe Rose if we don't stop this. Jim Mandich at 2, the Humper, and Eddie K from Calder at 4. And then we got no baseball tonight. It's a travel day. after an embarrassing night last night. But like I said, you get out of your system. You lose 12-3. It's the same as 1-zip. It's still only 1 loss. Follow what I'm saying? Good excuse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sure. So we got the travel day then this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 games at PP Park. So you got the Panther game tonight. We got to stick something in there. Panthers hosting the Carolina Hurricanes at the Yenta Center, the Mac Arena. If your mattress is lumpy and bumpy, you don't have to have an expert tell you about it because your back will give you the message right away. You're not getting a good night's sleep. You feel like crap. Your back is hurting all the time. Get yourself a great night's sleep with the best name brand mattresses in the world from my good friends at Dial Mattress, who offer you unbeatable deals and prices every day, 365 days a year. For discount prices on the top names, Sealy, Serta, Tempur-Pedic, Simmons, King Coil, or Stearns & Bananas Foster, call this toll-free number right now. They'll be knocking on your door in no time at all. 1-800-MATTRESS. Just one easy call. It's the easiest piece of shopping you could ever do. There's no nonsense, no bait and swish, no house brands, no phony promises, and best of all, you pay nothing extra for the best service in the world. And when you call Dial Mattress at 1-800-MATTRESS, you even get to pick the day and time for delivery when it's convenient for you, when you're going to be home, and they really show up. It's a miracle. Any 2-hour window, 7 days a week from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. And you'll be sleeping like a baby the first night. I've been sleeping on a mattress from Dollar Mattress for a long time. You should be doing the same. With low prices, same-day delivery, free setup and removal, it's easy to see why Dollar Mattress is ranked the best in the world in customer satisfaction. So don't get sucked in by those mattress showroom and furniture store phony ads. They're not in the same league with Dollar Mattress. Call them today. 1-800-MATTRESS and tell them that crusty old Neil told you to call 1-800-MATTRES or check them out online at mattress.com.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. WQAM.
Mandich, I am a pussy.
I say, how you doing now? I'm a rogue Republican, white sanctimonious Christian. My colleagues have a think tank where we pull up pranks and dress up like we're all sisters. We'll tell you what's just and right and how to run your life, 'cause our moral ground is so much higher. And we'll decide what you should think while dressed in pink, as we rinse the nuts off our cucumbers with GOP transvestite in Pax American administration. We support our Dick and Bush and shave our tush. The media's in our control. Sometimes John Ashcroft comes around and pulls his pants down for us to put our tongues up his bunghole.
Welcome.
In a Pax American administration. GOP transvestite in a Pax American administration.
Oh, breathlessly, CNN announces just in. Preliminary hearing for Kobe Bryant said at 3 p.m. He's just arrived, and there he is. Anybody care?
No.
What a pile of crap, you know?
Yeah.
Just in. Breaking news. Just like, what the hell day was it? On Tuesday in California. Breaking news. Arnold and Maria have just left the polling place, and here they're all breathlessly running around. There's 8 million reporters, and they're sure. They just left the polling place. Arnold just picked his nose. He just picked a winner.
What color?
Purple. God, what a bunch of sickos. You people in the media ought to be ashamed of yourselves. You ought to resign right now. Right after Moe gets his fat, ugly ass out of here, you ought to resign. Ought to have a daisy chain. Just follow him right out of town and out of the country.
600.
Out of Mexico. We got 600? That's not too good. We're, slowly but surely, dribs and drabs. We'll never make 1,000. We only got a half hour to go out there. $400 to go, no chance. And that really frosts my fat ass. It's a good thing we're not doing more of these, because we used to do a lot more than just one a week, but what's the point when nobody out there wants to spring loose with any money? Nobody cares about abandoned pet rescue. Like Miguel says, nobody wants your damn CDs this year, and certainly nobody wants those Moe Howard David keychains. They just want a bunch of free tickets for crap, Yeah. They probably resent the fact that we're forcing them to, to cut loose with $20 just so they can have a chance for some free tickets for hockey games and German beer and crap, for Beck's and at Heineken at the Dutch beer. Ever tell you about Freddie Heineken?
No. What about
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Freddie Heineken. He built the Hotel Lyon brewery there. That's right. And I probably shouldn't be lumping Heineken in with Beck's because Beck's is German, Heineken is Dutch. But I still say that the old Dutchmen are just like Nazis anyway. Oh, look at this. This from CNN. Fellatio may significantly decrease the risk of breast cancer in women. Now, is that on receiving or giving? It says George, misspelled. Check the names of the doctors. I got to get the next page.
It's coming.
Yeah. Women who perform the act of fellatio on a regular basis, 1 to 2 times a week, may reduce the risk of breast cancer by up to 40%. Oh! A North Carolina State University study found. There you go, all you guys out there that are looking like to get little action, little head and shoulders.
Will it work for me?
Doctors had never suspected a link between the act of fellatio and breast cancer, but new research is being performed at North Carolina State University. How are they doing this research, by the way?
I don't know. How do we get involved in that kind of a study?
Who's the head doctor who's heading up this survey? In a study of over 15,000 women suspected of having performed regular fellatio over the past 10 years. Wait a minute. Suspected of having performed regular fellatio over the past 10 years. The researchers found that those actually having performed the act regularly, 1 to 2 times a week, had a lower occurrence of breast cancer than those who had not. There was no increased risk, however, for those who did not regularly perform. So in other words, the more times you go down, the greater your risk goes down. So if you're given head 15, 20, 30 times a week, you ain't got no chance. In fact, you're going to have the most healthiest breasts in history since Elsie the Borden cow. I think it removes the last shade of a doubt that fellatio is actually a healthy act. Said, this is not a real story. This is a fake. This is not one of those fake stories. It says AP, but this can't possibly be a real story, can it?
No.
A phony, AP.
You think?
I hope not.
I think it removes the last shade of doubt that fellatio is actually a healthy act, said Dr. B.J. Sooner of Johns Hopkins School of Medicine, who was not involved in the research. I'm surprised. Oh, yeah, here we go. See, this is a fake. It's phony, George.
I see.
But it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Only with regular performance will your chances be reduced. So I encourage all women out there to make fellatio an important part of their daily routine, said Dr. Inserta Shaftier, one of the researchers. I love it.
All right.
Yeah. I hope that none of the women out there get sucked in by this phony story. Or anybody else. Oh, this is a true story. A teenager pinned under vehicle uses... by the way, here, Catherine Harris is on that plane, you know. You know that?
No. What plane?
I don't know, some plane. The one that Hervé Villachez was always pointing at. The plane! She was on it. An 18-year-old former wrestler whose leg became pinned under his overturned Jeep in Salt Lake City managed to reach a car jack, ratchet up the vehicle, and free himself. He jacked himself out. As college freshman Clancy Wright lay trapped last week, he said he thought of the climber whose arm had been pinned by a boulder last spring. Remember that, of course. I don't want to cut my leg off like the guy who cut off his arm, Wright said. Wright was driving alone October 2nd at a popular off-road area near Minersville, about 200 miles south of Salt Lake, when his Jeep rolled, pinning his left leg under a corner of the windshield and part of a roll bar. He was able to reach a jack in the vehicle. He said he tried 3 times to find the right placement for it under the roll bar. Wright, who wrestled as a heavyweight last year in high school, Maricon, and took 5th place in his division, eventually was able to lift the Jeep. As the pressure released, I could feel the blood rush out of the leg, he told the St. Lake Tribune in today's editions. The skin, muscle, and tissue in his left calf from knee to the ankle were torn from leg bones, which were completely exposed but not broken. He said he wrapped the leg with his T-shirt, and a passing rider found him shortly afterwards, summoned an ambulance, underwent surgery, was sent home the next day. They told me to go home, lay on the couch, put up your foot and pray, he said. He said he's got feeling in his leg, and he can wiggle it and his toes, too. Nice going there, wrestling boy. How do you like that? Here's a call from Miramar. Hello.
Am I on the air?
It sounds just like you. Are you in Miramar?
This is Miramar.
It sounds like you then.
All right, there. Yeah, I got a question about the MATTRES, whatchamacallit.
Yeah, good. Call them up and they'll answer your question. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. You know who that was? That was the Ken Block guy.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
I know.
That was that was him. Here's Aventura. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I have one for the poll. I have a good one for the poll.
Good. About time. Somebody
How
under the age
about Ralph
of 100.
Cramden, Jackie Gleason?
Okay, that's a good one.
Isn't it? It's too bad it's so late in the show.
Why is that?
Because it's almost over.
Yeah, but the poll stays on there all the way till tomorrow morning, so he'll have a chance to zoom up the list.
Okay. So we're
Okay,
going to use Ralph Cramden.
and away we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, but too many of the names we're getting lately are like old. You know, I mean, although I guess there just aren't too many celebrities lately that everybody likes, and probably because there's all this smut and schmear and everything, right?
Yeah.
Back in the old days, a lot of these people were degenerates and pieces of crap and scumbags, but we all liked them because we didn't have to know about that. Why did we have a need to know, you know? Did we need to know that Milton Berle had the biggest penis in Hollywood?
No.
Of course not.
He wanted everybody to know.
Did he?
I don't know.
Then why did he always dress up in drag, huh? I guess that was to deflect our attention.
It hung out the bottom of the skirt.
What do you think what is that thing? Who do you think is or was the most universally liked celebrity? Jim Mandis, 61. They can't touch the Mad Dog.
All right.
Muhammad Ali, 41. Fred Rogers, 36. Johnny Carson, 34. This is our 1,000th poll, and believe you me, I'm not too excited about it. And neither is the audience, obviously. Elvis, 32. Bob Hope, 31. Princess Di, 23. Mickey Mouse, 22. Walter Cronkite, 15. Lucy, 14. Jacques Cousteau, 13. Andy Griffith, 12. And after that, man, it's real small taters out of 370 votes, whatever it is. Not our best poll. We just said it was the 1,000th one. We said it was a landmark. We didn't say it was the best poll, did we?
No.
No, and it was truth in packaging. So how much we got out there with Miguel? Okay, we got 20 minutes to go. We had 600 last count.
Yep, 600.
Well, when did you talk to him?
5 minutes ago?
Well, I bet you if he called you right now, I bet you we got more than 600. It might be only a couple of bucks.
About 30, man.
I bet you we're over 600. I'll bet you that $8 that I owe you from before. So it's either double or nothing, 16 or nothing.
Okay.
How's that?
Great.
20 till 2, the Mad Dog coming along at 2 o'clock today. Boy, he'll be red in the face with all this euphoria, about all this adulation, all these things. He don't listen. Hey, yes, he does listen once in a while. Remember that last week when I embarrassed him to go out there to Shula Steak too because our program director and our operations manager were too busy diddling each other? And they didn't have time to figure out that when we had the goddamn Marlin stuff going on, he should be doing a show out there at Shula's as opposed to sitting in an empty room there. Hey, if you're tired of sitting in an empty room and doing a job that doesn't amount to peanuts, if you're tired of working for nothing and getting paid in what amounts to peanuts, here's the answer. Get yourself a new career. How do you do that? You call our friends at Fast Train, and they can have you trained and certified in a great computer career, a high-paying career, before the year is out. The demand for computer professionals is gigantic, so now's the smart time to get you a new high-paying computer career. Fast Train offers job placement assistance, convenient day, evening, weekend schedules, and with 6 locations for them right in South Florida, there's bound to be a Fast Train close by where you are, convenient for you. Fast Train offers financial assistance for people who qualify, too. So what's to lose except a really crap job and a meager paycheck? Get yourself a real career and a real change in life. Call Fast Train today. Check them out on the web first at fasttrain.com, and then call that toll-free number. Be sure to mention Todd Dreck's name when you call. 1-866-FAST-TRAIN.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours. WQAM.
Well, I'm Jerry Falwell, on the right hand of God. And when I woke up today, I put my TV on, and instead of Kathy Lee or CNN, I saw a purple creature with a gay sign on his head. It was an upside-down triangle, purple tinky winky.
Upside-down triangle, purple tinky winky.
Upside-down triangle, purple tinky winky. Hey, Teletubby. Well, just when I thought things couldn't get worse, I noticed he was carrying a little purse. Now, how can they call this a children's show?
I may be purple, but I have a brown hole.
He has an upside-down triangle, purple tinky winky.
Upside-down triangle, purple tinky winky. I'd love to trade your balls.
Yay, purple tinky winky. Yay, Teletubby. Well, most about Christian kind is hard to believe, but on the Teletubby's tummy is a TV screen. It had a purple penis pointing straight at me that was blowing a noise through the hole in the thing.
$145 at 560 WQAM. So what do we got? Did he call in?
Yeah, 640. I said while you were talking.
I didn't hear you. $640. I told you, so we're even on that bet.
All right.
See, if he would have been smart, he could have just lied and said it was still 600. He could have split the $16 with you. But that's Miguel. I told you he's not too bright. Or we could say he's just a very honest guy. Didn't want to lie.
Right.
Do we want to say that?
No.
Sure. 640, fairly weak. We're not going to come anywhere near 1,000 out there today. And I'm ashamed and embarrassed and humiliated for you, but that's just the way it goes. They don't want it. Here's a call from Boca. Hello. Boca. Boca Chica, Boca Tica. Boca Raton. Adios. Probably one of Moe's boyfriends. Oh, by the way, I decided during the last break I'm going to get together a bunch of queens from one of those organizations, and we're going to stand outside the building down there. We're going to picket the Moe Howard David show. We're going to be yelling, we're here, we're gay, and we're going to blow you away.
Gay.
Right. I'm telling you, right now we're going to get a whole bunch.
About 30, man.
We're here, we're gay, and we're going to blow you away. Here's Pompano. Hello.
Yeah, hi, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have an addition for your list.
Okay.
Would be Paul McCartney.
He's already on there, I believe.
Oh, is he? I don't know. I just turned on.
He should be. I don't know if we blew it because I got him written down. Yeah, he's got 6 votes.
Okay, and I just wanted to make a comment regarding this, what's her name, Enric from Maryland. His wife made that statement against Britney.
About shooting Britney Spears, right.
You know what gets me? I mean, people on the right can say whatever they want, and, somebody on the left, they want to, go after, they do, and that's, everybody on the left seems to be fair game. I mean, Arnold's movies, more people have been killed in Arnold's movies than in all the wars combined, and that's okay, that's artistic expression, but, somebody like Michael Moore comes along and does something, or, some other Hollywood performer goes against the establishment.
But what makes you think it was somebody on the right? It was a governor. I'm sure that is the governor of Maryland a Republican? They haven't had a Republican in 1,000 years, unless, I don't know.
Well, just because somebody is a Democrat or a Republican doesn't necessarily mean they're on the right or the left. People do hide behind the party.
But why would you automatically assume she's on the right?
She is.
She is?
Yes.
Well, how do you know that?
They're Republicans.
I watched her, when they
she
had
is
her.
on. Well, I didn't know the story until I read it in the internet, and I used it on the air, but I didn't see it on TV.
But I didn't know whether she was on the, whether she was Republican or Democrat.
Well, she is. She's a Republican right-wing bitch, is what she is.
What she had to say, and it was so, divisive, and yet that's okay. But if somebody on the left makes a statement, you say something against the president, you're un-American, but yet you say something against Clinton, and that's freedom.
Well, I'm glad you're catching on, man.
Believe me, Neil. I've been I've caught on a long time ago.
Good.
Listen, you have a great day.
So did I. That's why I'm here. You too, Pally.
All right, bye.
1:48, 12 minutes till 2 at 560 WQAM. Who did we just add on there? Oh, no, we didn't add anybody. We had Paul McCartney. He's already on there. He's got 6 votes. I'm surprised Gilda Radner's not doing better. That bothers me a lot. That pisses me off. She's only got 3 votes?
Out of sight, out of mind.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean out of sight, out of mind? Most of these people have been dead for 100 years that were getting the last hour called in here.
Yeah, but they were superstars.
Gilda Radner's got 3 votes. She was a superstar on Laugh-In, on Saturday Night Live. She was all over the place.
Yeah.
She was great. Here's a call from Boca. Hello.
You can push the button all you want.
Push this, okay, asshole? You can keep calling 50,000 times a day, and you still won't be on for more than a half a second. Schmuck. Push this. Push stool. Here's Miami. Hello. Miami, buenos dias.
Yeah, what's going on, Neil?
Yeah.
I got 2 names for you.
Okay, good. Let's go to North Miami Beach. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Why do you care if Arnold Schwarzenegger's the governor of California?
Why don't you care? Why don't you
care? I live in Florida, you asshole.
Yeah, well, I'm in Canada. How do you like that, schmuck? And I'm real happy about it. Putz. Look what you got. Here's South Beach. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Is this Neil?
Oh, my God. Are there any living and breathing people left there?
No.
Good God. Yes, sir. Speak to me. Speak.
Yeah, I've been listening to you for over probably 20 years, right?
Right.
Easily. So I should be, I think we could add Howard Stern to the list. What do you think?
That nobody doesn't like Howard Stern?
I think he sucks.
What is the question again? Who do you think is the most universally liked celebrity?
You, of course.
Okay. Oh, okay. Here's Deerfield. Hello.
Hey, Uncle Neil.
Wow.
Jesus. How do I follow
Jesus is right.
Yeah, really. A couple of things. Arnold and Maria, I don't know if you caught it. They showed them making their votes coming out of the poll, And the reporter asked him, Arnold, how do you feel about voting for yourself? And he goes, it was cool,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening.
It was, it was typical. Anyway, the other thing, being that you mentioned Fred Rogers a couple of times today, did you ever hear, this is kind of old, it's from National Lampoon, That's Not Funny, That's Sick, comedy bit. They have a great parody on Mr. Rogers. They call it Mr. Roberts' Neighborhood. It's great. George might be able to find it. It'd be great for the bit.
He's digging for it. Okay.
Thank you.
Happy birthday. You digging for it? Did you find it?
Oh, yeah,
No.
Doug found something.
He's got it right now. Look at that. He's digging for it. Just like Moe with those dingleberries. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes.
Are you a top or bottom?
Oh. Here's North Miami. Hello. South Miami. North, south, east, west.
Hello.
Yes.
This is Stan. Listen, this first-time caller.
Too old. Too old. Here's North Miami Beach. Hello. Miami, buenos dias. That's the best call of this half hour.
We're Sports Radio 560 WQAM.
I like it. I like it.
A mannequin woman, she is my friend. A mannequin woman, love her to the end. Keep her hanging around my floor. She's ready anytime I want to score. She never says I'm not in the mood. I never gotta cuddle her when I'm through. My woman, got nothing to say. My mannequin woman, hey, what a lay. My mannequin woman, white as a sheet. My mannequin woman never falls to sleep. She's coming knocking upon my door to see the girl I found in the clothing store. I feel luckier than most guys when I'm right in the middle of plastic thighs. My woman got nothing to say. A mannequin woman, hey, what a lay.
156, don't forget, lots of oral sex. Keep those breasts healthy. How do we do? What's our final total? We got one?
720.
Well, that's not great, not too bad,
We'll
not
take it.
sensational. Yeah, we'll take it. $720 for Abandoned Pet Rescue. We thank those people who cared enough to send their best. And just like the callers this hour, up to the rest of them. That's what we say. But we've had so many good calls, we better take a lot of them and get them all in before we leave, right?
Okay.
Let's get them all in. Here's Miami. Hello.
Uncle Neil,
Yes, sir.
how are you?
Okay.
I've never made a request before for anything, but I've always wanted to hear. I miss, you know, those drop-ins that you have with Randy West.
Yeah.
I miss the actual conversation you had with him, and buddies of mine have told me it was a classic Neil ripping. Is there any way you could play that?
Don't have it. Here's Miramar. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Great.
I just want to give you one suggestion for the poll. My suggestion, has anyone said Bill Cosby yet?
Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Even though I can't stand him, but everybody loves Bill Cosby, and certainly nobody don't like Jell-O pudding, right?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody knows about Jello pudding.
Good choice.
Soft, gooey, yeah, sugary, sweet.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Pally. Soft and gooey, and it's sugary and it's sweet.
All right.
Is what he said, and the pudding ain't too bad either. Here's Wilton Manners. Hello.
Hey, Neil, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Two things. First of all, since you put Jim Mandich on there, have you thought about Rick Shaw? He's a local guy. Everybody loves Rick Shaw.
Let me say it again. Jim Mandich is known all over the country, okay? NFL star. Nobody else knows from Rick Shaw.
Nobody knows Rick Shaw. Well, let me add this. Can I add my favorite death scene?
Your
Joe
favorite
Zagacki
what?
when UM lost.
No. Oh, God. Here's Hollywood. Hello. Hollywood. There must be something in the air.
Hello, Neil?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, oh, okay, hey. Sorry about that. My phone must be crapping out.
It sucks.
I got one for you. How about Clint Eastwood? Everybody likes him. He's not a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. Never stole a freight train. He's very low key, and he didn't have too much to say about the Terminator and about the election. He bada beep, bada boop, bada kind of like beat around the bush, and he don't want to get back into being mayor of Carmel. And like that. Yeah, nobody don't like Clint Eastwood. He's good. Here's one, a fax. Thank God for the faxes are always great. The calls suck. The faxes are fantastic. Hector in Miami says, it would seem to me in order to assess the viability of a celebrity's appeal, at least universally, you'd have to take into consideration such as characters as Mickey Mouse and Ronald McDonald. Is Mickey Mouse on there?
Yes.
Last time we checked, sure. He's doing okay. Alternatively, if the celebrity has to be human, this person should appeal to a wider cross-section of nations and cultures, to wit, Michael Jackson. Oh, what? While people secretly may feel he is creepy, I would suspect he is very well liked universally, says Hector. Thank you for this wonderful waste of time, says Hector in Miami. Wow, and thank you for your wonderful waste of time, Hector, because that's got to be really hysterical. Nobody don't like Michael Jackson until, of course, he held that baby over the balcony, and they started to say, maybe, and then, of course, all those charges of pedophilia, maybe, and all those checks that he wrote to the parents to shut him up, maybe, stuff like that.
And the Elephant Man's bones.
Oh, exactly. And then, of course, Paul McCartney and all those songs that he bought up from under his ass. But that was just too bad because Paul McCartney would be a bad businessman. Anyway, winning the poll, I mean, we got till tomorrow, but hands down. Jim Mann did 70 votes, the most universally liked celebrity. He's standing by right now as humble as ever.
Bye!
Yeah.
The Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
How's that number one line for the Panthers? Jack off, suck off, and beat off.